Hi. This is so loud on my end. 1 second. Hi. Hi. This is a terrible intro. 1 second. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. We're playing Novena Diabolos. Can I just share something about this game really quickly? So I loaded the game, right? I'm breaking the fourth wall, even though there's no fourth wall to break. Also, hi. So I loaded the game, and I'm like, okay, let's see how this volume shit's going, right? So first, it takes forever, as you can tell right now, for the game to load. So I'm like, okay, I'm sure there's no error, and then it's over there. It doesn't auto appear, which is fine. I'll click on it. So boom, I click on this. I upload this. I click this, and I'm like, I'm gonna start the stream with a banger soundtrack, and then it will be a good time. Also, hi, welcome back. It's gonna be like a banger soundtrack, right? Note how there's no music yet. So I'm like, okay, I just gotta click. That's my beat. I click. Okay. So now I got this, like, bzzz. Hold on. Bam. Bzzz. 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 Bam. Bzzz. And I'm like, this is my intro soundtrack for the game right now. There's barely a song right now. It's like 2 minutes in. I was waiting, I got notification that you start, but the way the stream didn't start, so then exit and come back, and then the stream starts. Well, welcome here. Bang intro. There's still barely a song while I've been talking. It's just this one guy hitting a gong every, like, 40 seconds. This is barely a song. No offense to Novena Diabolos. Oh, hold on, wait a second. Okay, that's not, it was like a banging of a gong, and then one guy just like screeched for like 10 seconds. Anyways, soundtrack aside though, I'm very excited to play the game. Banger, I know. Do the people in the chat, aka Gaio, want a plot recap in case you missed the thing 2 weeks ago / forgot? Question mark? Oh my god, it's so loud in my head, I gotta turn this down. Okay, cool. I'll read this in a second. Let me give you a quick plot. Oh, that story does not actually show up. Quick plot recap of the game. Very fast. No problem. Okay, in Novena Diabolos, we play as a reporter who is in huge trouble because... Oh, hi Vincent. Yes, plot recap. I got you guys. So, in this game, we play as a reporter who is, in trouble because we reported a murder and we got the information incorrect. So everyone is, like, dragging our names through the mud. And then we're like, we're gonna find out who's the leader of this cult conspiracy plot thing. And then as we go, drive our way toward where we're supposed to go for the interview, our car breaks down. So we walk into this village where there's, like, a big misty fog. And this fog's apparently, it happens every year or whatever, and it makes it so you can't use your phone. It's super spooky, you know, standard horror game shit, right? So we're there, and, like, apparently there's, like, a ceremony every year, and we don't know much about it. And then we're like, okay, and we meet these 5 girls. Hold on 1 second. We meet these 5 girls over here. Thank you, other videos. And they're like, hey, and they have personalities, and that's cool. And then we're like, cool, high 5 girls, how's it going? And then we go to bed. And then while we're asleep, Satan himself comes down and is like, yo, you're the sacrifice this year. Good luck, have fun. You have one chance to escape. One of these 5 girls doesn't want to kill you. The other 4 are, like, trying to kill you because if they kill you, they become, like, the incantation of greed, I think it is, or something like that. You know, like, the demon lord of greed, whatever. Well, if they kill you, they become that of greed. I think. I could be wrong. It could be lust. It could be pride. I don't remember which one. I think it's greed. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure. Anyways. So, 4 of them are trying to kill you. 1 of them is not trying to kill you. The town is potentially trying to kill you. We don't know. So we're supposed to survive the whatever days left. And get out. Probably with the girl on your side, but we don't know what it is. We don't know which one. There's no spoilers. I can look at these pictures right here. Randomized game, so it doesn't matter which one. We don't know who's good, who's bad. So How do we determine it? I don't know yet. We'll find out. Anyways, excuse me. I looked at the sound of my phone receiving a text message. Who could it be so early in the morning? I sit up and scratch my head. I can't think of anyone. Kim? The reporter? Hozok Cho? I butchered that. I butchered that last time, but I'm gonna say Cho. Maybe my interviewee? I find my cell phone and reach out to grab it. Who the hell is texting me at this hour? Oh, they always call from this 666 number because, it's the devil. 6 days until the selection? I spot an all too familiar text message. I shake my head and get up from bed. Squishy. I step into something soft and mushy. I look down. There is chunky dripping vomit all over my feet. Is that? That was an unnecessary jump scare. What? Oh, thank you, sound effect! I didn't want to do that sound effect. The taste of gastric acid makes its way up my throat as I remember yesterday. All the knowledge was forced inside my head. It's like it's flaring up, yet remaining blurry at the same time. I managed to stop vomiting and wash out the nasty taste in my mouth. I run across the room to grab pen and paper, and proceed to scribe down all of my scrambled thoughts. Novena Diabolos is a 9-day-long event. 5 women, monsters, and a chosen human. Memories flash up in my mind, erratically, and disappear just as quickly. I can't remember what I was trying to write. I slap myself to concentrate. It doesn't help. Damn it. I put my hands over my feet in frustration. I can't remember what I wanted to write down. What the hell is with my memories? It's hard to resist the urge to just dive with the ballpoint straight through my brain. I take a deep breath and try to settle my thoughts. Okay, calm down. Step by step, one word after another. I continued writing. One of the women is human. On the 9th day, I must leave this village with the human. The words coming out of my mouth are so bizarre, I can't even believe I'm the one who's saying them. It's obviously stuff from inside my own head. But as I write it, it's like I'm putting someone else's words on paper. It feels truly dreadful, but I do my best to focus in order to unearth the rest of these memories. I keep writing as if possessed. I'm out of breath, gasping for air as like I just ran a marathon. I'm out of breath, gasping for... Oh, never mind. And silently stare down at what I've scribed on the paper. Sometimes we wake up from dreams that seem shockingly real, only to realize how absurd they actually are once we write them down. That perfectly describes what I'm feeling right now. This is nonsense. Absolute bullshit. Logically thinking makes me criticize my own writing. I do my best to cast my doubts aside and type what I wrote down into my cell phone. Here's the gist of it. I got dragged into the weird ritualistic event called Novena Diabolos. The participants in Novena Diabolos, this is, by the way, going before I click it, are 5 women and 1 man. This is a great summary. Why did I just leave it to this? Of which the man will be sacrificed on the 9th day in order to resurrect a great demon ruler. In this particular case, the man is me, Sunjun Park, and the women are demonesses. The purpose of Novena Diabolos is to make me choose one of them to leave together on the last day. The demon is chosen by me will then sacrifice me and thus be resurrected as the demonic ruler. My participation is supposed to end in certain death. Novena Diabolos is a ritual usually rigged, reserved for those in the know. However, one of the 5 women is actually a human. That fact considerably changes the rules of this wicked game, giving me an actual chance at surviving this ordeal. These are the women participating in Novena Diabolos. Mina Juan, Rin Chai, Nari Lee, Sumi Choi, Hana Sahi. Only one of them is an actual real human, and I'll have to figure out who it is and skate together with her. These are the rules. This place is cut off from the outside world until the ritual's conclusion. No getting out, no getting in. The women are unable to meet and interfere with one another. I didn't know that. They are unaware that there is a human woman among the demonesses. The existence of the real human is only known to me and the witness. Makes sense. This is very cool, by the way. The unexpected appearance of a human woman should have ruined this event, which is called Novena Diabolos. I think it's actually probably Diabolos, but whatever. A glaring error in the devil's plans. By his wickedness, he seems to have integrated this mishap into the event, as if it's just a game to him. This is driving me insane. I put my head on my hands and sigh. How the hell did I get involved in all this nonsense? Another text message arrives. That's it. With no signal, this should not be possible no matter what. Nevertheless, the text just pops up as if nothing is wrong. It is physical proof that there's something really weird is going on here, and that it's not just a dream or my mind playing tricks on me. I slowly lift up my phone. I take a deep breath and open up the text message that just arrived. Vampire Mina Juan. Undead Rin Chai. Fox Spirit Hanasahi. Succubus Nari Lee. Witch Sumi Choi. Hello. How's it going, Robert? I laugh awkwardly and stare at the text with a blank expression. A game. This is what it truly feels like. Something for the devil's entertainment. I finish up with the things on my phone. Time to clean up the vomit on the floor. I agonize over how I should proceed. While figuring out who the monsters are and who's the uninvited guest, it's important to build up trust. That Billy is wicked must be why so many jobs. Yo, preaching. All in all, it is a complicated matter. Where do I start? While I'm mulling it over, another text message arrives. I take out my cell phone. Abandoned village. Although taken back by the message, I realize what it means immediately. According to what I was told, the monsters who are part of this event are connected to some sort of ritual. That ritual must be performed in order to qualify as a demon, a sacrifice, and in more simple terms, murder. The human offering summons the monster through magic, and is then killed by the monster to complete the ritual. I'm going to read that one more time. Human offering summons the monster through magic and is then killed by the monster to complete the ritual. It seems like the text is telling me where the summoning ritual took place. Come to think of it, I started receiving these texts the day I arrived in the village. Looking back at it now, it all becomes clear. Just yesterday, a person died at the location mentioned in the text. Does that mean time to think about all of this for a moment? These monsters need to have had victims to qualify as demons. That means the event originally would have required 5 victims. However, one of them is human, so there will only be 4 victims. If I find monster traces of some kind there, I might be able to figure out which monster did it. If I investigate and gather clues at the 4 murder sites to find the culprits, it should be possible via the process of elimination to single out the single human. Okay, I think I know what I need to do. My cell phone will have to serve as a substitute for an actual camera. I grab my pen and notebook and stuff them into my coat pocket. The important thing is to be well prepared mentally. This isn't about satisfying my journalistic curiosity anymore. That sort of excitement has long gone because of the circumstances. I just want to find a way out of this hellish predicament. I place my hand on my pounding heart and take a deep breath. Whew, okay. I got this. I can do this. I try to stop my hands from shaking, slapping my trembling legs a few times, and make my way outside after what feels like an eternity. At the counter, the motel owner greets me with a big smile on his face. I instinctively stop in my tracks. It's not like he made a particularly good first impression, but having seen what I've seen, I'm even more unnerved by his creepy appearance this time around.
아이고, 오늘도 부지런하시네요.
Hey there. Hard at work today, I see. Yeah. Has to be. I'm certain the motel owner is somehow connected to the demon devil or whatever it was that I met. It's not just him. None of the villagers will be on my side, but I shouldn't show it openly. I have to make them believe that I'm being deceived.
뭐 바쁜 일이라도 있는 모양이죠?
You seem busy. Tending an urgent matter, are you? I guess.
아, 맞다. 취재하신다고 하셨지?
That's right. Coverage for your story?
그거 좀 쉬시지 않고.
Looks like you're not one to take a break. It's too much for me. I don't know how to react to this mocking tone. I move past him and push open the door to get away quickly.
취재 잘하십시오.
Best of luck on your coverage. I do my best to ignore his words and don't turn back around. Okay, let's go. Hold on, I'm gonna write something down really quickly. What am I looking for? I should look for the roles of each of them, because I know one of them is a fox spirit, one of them is a succubus, one of them is a witch. Oh, here we are. Okay, witch, Sumi Choi. I'm gonna write this down. 1 second. Notepad. Okay, witch equals Sumi Choi. Succubus equals Nari Lee. Undead equals Rin Chai. Vampire equals Mina 1. And that's all 5. Dead. Oh, I didn't write the fox spirit, and I was like, wait, I only have 4 of my notes. Fox spirit equals Han. Okay, great. Okay. So we start off knowing which girl is which demon. I thought we'd have to like guess. Yeah, I actually 100% thought so as well, but I guess this makes it easier, but I am not going to say this looks easy right now because I don't want to jinx anything. So let's find out as we play. Away from Hope Hill Village, I reached the abandoned village mentioned in the text message. This place where people once belonged to live has been completely abandoned. All that remained are shady old empty buildings. Broken pieces of wall became stuck under my feet, only to fade away into the fog and turn into quiet nothingness. Though abandoned, there is still at least one body here, somewhere. This is pure psychological torture. My hands twitch as the fear seeps into every fiber of my body. Cold sweat covers the entirety of my otherwise dry palms. Take a deep breath. I have no choice but to move forward if I want to make it out of this alive. I started searching the abandoned village, knowing that there has to be a body here somewhere. I'm calling it now, we're jinxed. I'm calling it now, I hope you're wrong. I want to get through this, boys! I wonder how long I've been walking around for already. Suddenly, a highly unpleasant smell lingers in the air. A musky smell similar to that of rotten fish. I stop walking. The stench is coming from the abandoned building nearby. I muster up all of my courage and push open the creaking door. I'm gonna check something really quick in the settings. This is fine. This is all fine. I wasn't sure if this auto-saved or not, if I had to manually save. I muster up the courage, but alright, there it is. Oh, fuck. This is the site of the... Is that a teddy bear over there? The text message was true. A second murder has taken place. Despite my best efforts to mentally prepare for this advance, my legs are trembling from fear. How foolish of me to think I'd be used to this by now. It's not the case at all. If anything, the thought of this butchery has been caused by an unknown monster makes everything so much worse. This is crazy. What happened yesterday? How can the villagers be so indifferent about this? What guarantees are that I won't end up like this? Sorry, I thought there would be a new line. What might await me after death if I died because of the devil's words? There's the basket. Witch confirmed. This is the witch's house. Witch confirmed. Sorry. Most importantly, why was I chosen to be part of this madness in the first place? What did I do wrong? I was just trying to get the scoop to save my reputation and get back on my feet. Is that so wrong? Can anyone blame me for that? Why can't all these freaking nutcases in that village sort this out between themselves? Let them play their silly game. Damn it. Why just the hell did it have to be me? I'm out of here. I never supposed to be here in the first place. All because of the damn car. I should have just waited it out and moved straight past that village. God damn it. To hell with this. I never want to get involved in any of this. Damn it all. Damn it all. God damn all this crap. Oh jeez. I'm not gonna lie. He's swearing way less than I expected. He said freaking, and I guess damn was a swear word, but boom, which confirmed. We got it. Easy. 1 out of 4 down. Whoa, I got this. Whew. I'm honestly amazed at my own speed. Having left the village, I feel a sense of relief. I just stand there for a while and catch my breath. I recall seeing that scary tree my first day when I entered the village. Maybe I should just turn back right then and there. I could have just gone back to my car. My own late realization frustrates me. I can't get out of here until this whole farce is over? Who are you kidding, huh? The only rules I'm playing by are my own. I started walking with more determination than ever. Someone's like, bitch up in here. This bitch really be like, yo, I literally met the devil. I think I'm gonna outwalk his plan. Surely that will work. I slowly make my way through the fog. The more I walk, the more it turns into a tiring, draining experience. I pause for a moment, lean forward to catch my breath. Suddenly, it's getting harder to breathe, even though I'm only walking. After a while, I stand up straight again and continue walking. If I walk just a little further, I should find my car any moment now. Just about over there, I freeze. What a fucking twist. I'm sure I've only been walking straight on, but I suddenly find myself back at the eerie tree. I rub my eyes and look around. This is really happening, I'm sure of it. Somehow, I ended up right back where I started. What the hell? Maybe I became disoriented and made a turn somewhere without noticing it? Or does this road go around in a circle? I have no clue. It seems I simply circled around this place without noticing it. Once again, I began to walk. This time, I look back to see what's behind me every few steps. The road leading to Hope Hill Village is clearly moving away. I'm certain that I'm moving straight ahead. Alright, I got it this time. I can feel it. Damn! Still, I end up in front of the tree yet again. No way. I'm standing there at my wit's end, hopeless and confused. You ever meet the devil and just gotta try to outsmart him? Couldn't be me. There's never been a single story in history where a human being has to outsmart the devil. 0 stories. This might actually be the first way where it happens, Gaia. Confirmed. Now canon. I can almost hear the devil laughing at my misfortune. I grit my teeth and turn around, and head off into the fog again. Surely the 3rd time would be good. Ha. Bullshit. No stories in Georgia. I've never heard of that mythical country, Georgia, Kyle. Is that during the Roman dynasty? Or was that more of a back in the day? I start kicking the tree with everything I've got. I kick it again. I kick it so hard I end up slipping and fall down. Sorry, I should not have laughed. That's serious. Crap. My ankle hurts. Phew. Ouch. Alright. Just learned an instrument. Super good. Well, I'm learning fucking tap dancing at the rate I'm kicking this tree. I release slowly and get back up again. Is it actually spelled... It's the one in Africa, right? But is it spelled Georgia? I thought it was always spelled with a J for some reason. You might actually be correct the more I think about this. It goes against all of the rules of common sense. I have to admit that all of this, be it demons and monsters and other unrealistic stuff, is starting to feel surprisingly real. This devious fog is just a torturous cherry on top, really. It's in Europe. Oh, shit! No, I'm confused. Let me look this up real fast. Pew, 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 pew. Georgia country. Oh, I have never heard of this. I have never heard of this country. Today I learned. Intersection of Europe and Asia. It's a former Soviet republic that's home to the Caucasus Mountains. What am I thinking about? Oh, I'm thinking Jordan. You're absolutely correct. I am lost. Okay, you know what? I'll take this L. I'll live with this for the rest of my life. There's nothing I can do, a mere mortal human caught in the crossfire. No, you're good. I literally didn't know Georgia. I will fully confess. To be fair, if you were like gone to my head, name all of the countries in this section of the world, I would be like, just fucking kill me right now. I know Turkey, and I know Syria, Well, this is not really this. Like anything here, I would just die. Like I don't know what the fuck this is. This could still be Georgia for all I fucking know. Is this still Georgia? Okay, I know Ukraine, obviously. I never heard of Moldova. I've heard of Romania. Is this all Georgia, really? Anyways, I'll take this L. What the fuck? I don't know any of this shit either. You know what? I got a lot to learn. Anyways, let's play the game. He told me the rules. According to him, me following those rules is the one possible shot I have at surviving the ordeal. In other words, that's all Georgia. Georgia's fucking huge. There's no other way. So that's how it's gonna be. I turn my head and look at the village with a somber, sullen expression on my face. There's only one way to go around this. I would be so bad at it. The last time I played anything close to GeoGuessr, I did the Animaniac song. Like Wacko Sings the World. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm pretty sure that is very out of date right now. I slowly start moving. The more I think about things through, the easier moving gets forward. I want to live. I don't want to die like this. So I guess it's pretty clear how I have to proceed. Yeah, it goes like da 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 da. I have wasted my time only to end up right back where I started. But I'm much calmer now than I was before. That's because I've come to accept my current situation. This is how it is, there's no avoiding it. I exhale, vent my frustration, and take a look through the scene of the murder. I think it just fell. Like, I want to say it's like 2 years after the fall of the Soviet Union. Could be wrong on that one, because I don't remember when the Animaniacs thing came out. Czechoslovakia is definitely still in the song, for sure. I see things here that weren't in the last crime scene. This is much more than a simple killing. That I actually did know. Mainly because I think like someone told me like a decade ago or something. I don't remember exactly when. A madman driven by a firm belief of the devil who offered himself up as a sacrifice for one of his monsters. Just a few days ago, I would have thought madness impossible. Yeah, we wilded him. My feelings have changed from fear and despair to something different, something closer to anger. Or rather, resignation at this insane situation I've been dragged into. There's no avoiding this, I should make the best of it, but I'm having a hard time figuring out what the best is in this. I need to approach this in a more rational and simple way. I pull out my cell phone and activate the camera. I can't afford to miss any clues and traces. I need to, well, stay alive. Stay alive. You can enter info mode via right click. Mustering up all my courage, I approach the scene of the crime with careful steps. Okay, boys, let's figure out the crime scene. I sign and take out my phone and open the camera app. I should make a record of the most obvious thing first. The light from my phone illuminates my surroundings. Sure. Now then, I should take a look around. Okay, so I'm gonna look at this bear first. Is that a teddy bear? I walk towards it and take a closer look. It looks weird, but that's about it. I put it aside. Okay, the bear was a trap. I thought for sure it would be something important. Okay, I'll look at the body. I guess that's important. The sight of the corpse is terrible. I'll never get used to it. The body's been scratched and damaged all around. I'm gonna talk my thoughts even though I shouldn't, right? I should probably wait till I get it all and then say my thoughts, but I'm gonna talk it out, right? So scratches heavily imply currently fox spirit. My opinion, could be wrong. There must have been a tremendous force behind this to cause this many wounds. Suddenly, I imagine myself being killed in the same way. I shake my head, trying to get rid of that terrible image. I finish my examination of the body. Alright, should I keep looking around? I mean, we looked at one thing. We probably should keep looking around. I borrow the brown book. It's a diary. I safely skip to the last entry. It's a diary entry from yesterday. Apprehensively, I begin reading. It looks like the man who wrote in this journal was terrified the night before he died. I make note of that. Okay, that seems useless, but okay. Alright, okay, I think I only get 6 clues, so I probably should not waste this. Because there are definitely more than 6 things I can click, I think. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do one, and then chat, while I do one, feel free to suggest one otherwise. I'm gonna click the sideboard. Now the chance to something else. I take a closer look at the board. I know this is a language. It's very old, an ancient language of demons. Does this monster know this language? What message is it trying to convey? And what kind of monster killed this man as a sacrifice? I just don't know. I note down the writing. Okay, that was relatively useless. Okay, chat, what you got for me? I'm gonna wait like 3 seconds or I'm gonna pick the next one again. Our options are this sign over here, this offering over here, this wall thing over here, this window over here, or this box over here. And I will repeat again. You have the box as a choice, this poster as a choice, this offering as a choice, this Diabolos sign as a choice, or this mirror as a choice. What would you like? Box on the floor is the first one I see. Box on the floor is the first one you'll get. Lots of wooden furniture. When you open it, the dust that was accumulated on it goes everywhere. Nothing inside. Door is locked. Let's look somewhere else. Okay, box doesn't count for one, so we're good. But the box didn't do anything. Okay, my turn to pick one. I'm gonna pick the mirror on the floor. Something out of place. Seems the evidence. I should take a careful look at it. I am also disappointed. I will be fully honest. No matter how hard I try, I can't find any clues. Okay, the mirror is pointless too. I feel like only the things with camera signs are useful. Sign on the wall. You got it. I look at the strange symbols painted in blood. This is a summoning circle. An incantation to summon a monster. Some kind of monster was summoned in the summoning circle, and the summoner was brutally murdered. What crazy thing are we going on here? The whole thing is absurd. I'm trying to figure out, is this a unique sign, or is this like going to be the sign for everybody? Because it feels pretty generic. I record the information about the summoning circle. Sure. Let me test my theory, because right now, how many click options do I have? I only have 2, and only one of them has a camera. And I'm pretty sure this is not an actual choice. So I'll click on this. There's a note on the wall. Notes in the public rest area. Looks like this place was used as a rest area. Rest. I smile bitterly at the word. I could use some. I examine the poster for a little while before turning away. Okay, it's pointless. Okay, so we don't actually we have unlimited choices. Never mind. Looks like a fun pentagram. Fun's a word. I don't know if it's the right word, but it's a word. Let me just make sure there's nothing else I can click. Okay, let's look at the offering. This is the only choice I got. Mangled animal carcass, most likely a sacrifice, is lying around. Someone placed it on the altar and went wild with a knife. Disturbing. I hold my breath as I take notes of the body. I'll give the sacrifice, yeah. Should be enough evidence. Take one final look around before leaving the body at a brisk pace. The building at a brisk pace. Okay, can we all agree so far, without any real clues, that it looks really like this is a fox spirit? There's an animal offering, which they might all have animal offerings because you're summoning the devil spirits. Per like tradition, you summon like the carcass of like a boar or something like that. But like animal offering, he was ripped to shreds with claws, or what seems to be claws. Seems like fox spirit. Let me know if you disagree in chat. Obviously, we have like no strong evidence right now, but first impression. I make the most of these clues and need to find out more about the characteristics and traits of each monster. For example, which monster is the one summoned with an animal sacrifice? Does the monster speak Samant or other language? In what way were the bodies disposed of? With these thoughts in my head, I automatically quicken my pace. Sorry, I'm also chewing on a mint. Let me finish chewing it. 1 second. Sorry about that. Before I know it, the regular time for breakfast has passed. After a late breakfast, I return to the motel, utterly tired and exhausted. I arrive at my accommodation, which instantly makes my legs feel more relaxed. Sadly, sitting back and relaxed isn't something I can afford to do. I organize the pictures I took in the morning and recall the conversations with the woman I met. All of them are potential suspects, but I can't pinpoint anyone yet. The monster's transformation makes them impossible to distinguish from humans. So I can't afford to arouse suspicion by following them around or looking at them too closely. A single mistake, all it takes to ruin everything. In that case, clear to me what I should be doing right now. Trust is the key word. I have to let the monsters keep thinking they're deceiving me and prove to the woman in the same situation as me that I'm a trustworthy person. So, from now on, when I meet them, I can't afford to show any signs of doubt. As long as I don't display doubt and distrust, they won't catch on to me either. Alright. I get up and start walking toward my destination. The motel owner, he's still sitting there. Let a quiet sigh and try to walk past him.
여자들 꼬시러 가시나?
Gonna work on the magic of seduction of the ladies? I stop. I slowly turn my head to look right at the motel owner.
농담이요, 농담.
Oh, hey now, buddy. This is a joke between guys.
뭘 그리 노려보시나?
What are you staring at me like that for?
에?
What?
설마 정말이었어?
Am I right or am I right?
야, 이거 전쟁 중에도 연애는 한다더니.
Sure, sounds like a date to me. I still can't figure out this guy's agenda. How much does he know about me? Is he a servant of the devil or just a regular villager? Does he want to see me dead or is he just a bystander? I don't have answers to any of these questions yet. In that case, I'd like to conduct some interviews with these women. Do you happen to know where I might find them? I should be direct in my choice of words, and then I'm out of here.
인터뷰라.
Interview?
가만
What
보면
village are working
부지런하.
for?
뭐 여자
That's what happens
손님들이
in the
어디
war,
갔는지는
the
대충 압니다.
It's not the greatest.
이 근처에 지세가 좀 험하지 않소.
The fog, the terrain, it's a little rough out there.
그래서 손님들 동선은 항상 파악하고
So
있고.
like be on the safe side and keep track of my guests.
자, 이리 와 보시오.
Come on, I'll show you. I approach the motel owner, who opens his notebook and starts explaining things to me, even going so far as to write it all down for me.
우선 이 현미나 양은 며칠 전부터 방에서 박혀 나오질 않아요.
First we have Mia Hyun. She hasn't been out of her room for a few days.
만나려거든 방으로 직접 찾아가셔야 할 거야.
If you want to talk to her, you'll have to go straight to her room right now.
그리고 유채린 씨는 호수에 간다고 하더이다.
Then we have Rin
얘는 말
Cha.
안 해줬어.
She said she's going to the lake. Never did tell me why though.
그 다음에 이 한세희 씨는 저쪽 백아촌에서 뭔가를 찾아본다고 하던데.
Then there's Hana Sahi. She told me she was going to look for something at the abandoned village, not too far from here. This is like the most suspicious character, and I'm not sure if it's obvious, too obvious, or like the gimme first one. You know what I'm saying?
선아리 씨는 숲으로 산책 간다고 했고.
Not really. Well, she was going for a walk in the forest.
최시리 씨는 학생인 줄 알았는데 아닌가 보더라고.
To be true, well, I think she might be a student or something.
조용한 데를 물어보던데.
Asked me
뭐
for a place
수련을
where
해야
she's
한다나?
undisturbed.
그래서 지금 아무도 안 쓰는 배교를 추천해주긴 했는데 거기로 갔을진
So I
모르겠네.
recommended to visit the abandoned school. I don't know if she actually went there.
여튼 다들 나간 지 얼마 되진 않았으니까 빨리 가면 만날 수 있을 거예요.
Anyways, they all didn't leave too long ago, so if you go now, you might be able to meet them there. Yeah, she's either the red herring or the first gimme. Because she, like, once again, we found the first body at the abandoned building, and she's supposedly the fox spirit, which was slashed to death with an animal sacrifice. So, it's like, I felt like it's obviously her, but they keep giving me more clues that makes it obviously her. So, like, a part of me is like, is it too obvious? But maybe it's just the first gimme one, right? The last one in the mist, that is. Yeah, very possible. I nod curtly, and they turn around and leave the motel.
해지기 전엔 돌아오십시오.
Don't stay out too late. Please be back for nightfall. His voice booms out behind me as I leave. Alright, as planned, I should use the morning hours to cultivate social relationships. Starting at 1 o'clock, the villagers all go inside. I can use that to my advantage to spend some time exploring the village. So, I think it's best if I finish meeting up with the women by then. I know where they are, but I doubt there'll be enough time to meet all 5 of them. Maybe it's best if I settle for meeting with 2 of them for now. Even if I manage to figure out who the real human is, I wouldn't have enough conversation time to make her like me. Meaning there's no guarantee she'll trust me and follow me when it's time to escape. I have a lot of work to do. It's already the 3rd day of this damn event. Now, time to meet up with the woman. Okay. Use go to... Oh, okay. Game time. Okay, let's go. Use go to meet the person... To meet with the person of your choice. Okay. This is okay. I'm not gonna lie right now. This is really fucking cool to me right now. Is there like a village logs, notebook, monster info, clues, fan? Okay. Yeah, let me look at the first day. I actually don't remember much of the first day before we start this thing. Okay, so we've had 2 dead bodies. The first one was also an animal sacrifice, so it could be a common theme for all I know. They both have animal sacrifices. Damage to the body. Sharp object damage to the body. Very unlikely if I were to be if I were to guess how monsters work, right? I don't think the fox spirit would kill with a sharp object. Who knows though, right? Kill with a sharp object in the forest. With this symbol, is it different from the other symbol? It is different from the other symbol. With writings in Samant. The nightmares persist, no sleep for days. I know my name is being called, however, I do not feel ready. My doubts are sin. My only true death will bring about appeasement, such as my task. I will die a painful death, and it is this pain that will set my weak flesh free. This test is my only escape from the horrors. The victim is terrified. Okay. I'm thinking the first one is real clear. Park caught running. He called others. They beat me into submission. I think about it a lot. How stupid of me. What other choice do I have? Every night I dream of dying at the motel where I certainly can't think clearly. Hope that the day soon comes. All I hope for in order to get out of here is dying. Soon, hopefully soon. Sounds like pure terror, doesn't it? Ancient demonic language. Okay, that might not be animal. Bloody bird on the altar. The bird was killed with a knife and its carcass is stiff. Sharp object damaged the body. Punctured lungs. Sharp object? I mean, claws are sharp objects, so I guess that's true. Okay. So the point right now is to try to meet up with the innocent human and gain their trust, right? That's the goal currently. And if that's the case, we don't want to meet with Hana if she's the most suspicious first, right? And if I were to guesstimate off of no real hints written in Samant. No sleep for days. Usually succubus related. Could be wrong though. Don't really know this one too well. Could be witch related. I'm currently of the belief Rinchai is the safest off of these 2 clues so far. I'm not committed to the idea, obviously, but that's currently one of my beliefs. Rinchai and Mina seem to be relatively fine so far. I will go with that. If we can meet with 2 people, I'll let chat pick the second one if they still want to. But I'm going to pick Rin as my first pick. So, go. I do want to visit Rin. Meetings require points. You have a total of 18. Meetings increase trust. Good endings need high trust to unlock. Okay, I should go see Rin. Rin, she said she'd be at the lake. Rin is stunningly beautiful, the embodiment of a picture-perfect city girl, which makes it really hard for me to imagine her as some sort of hellish monster. Witness mentioned that Rin might be undead. I'm still confused by that. None of that makes sense to me if she really is. She sure as hell doesn't look like it. What movies have led me to believe? I find it really hard to connect this gorgeous woman to an undead monster. Finding her isn't difficult at all. She's standing at the shore, she looks beautiful. There's no one else around, which means she sticks out already and I already noticed her from afar. I approach Rin and start talking to her, showing a big carefree smile. Hello, Rin. What are you doing here all the way out? What are you doing all the way out here?
안녕하세요. 또 뵙네요.
Oh, hello. It's you again.
성함이?
What was your name again? Junsung Park.
아.
Got it. Well, it's painfully obvious that Rin never made an effort to remember my name.
맞아, 기억났어요.
Right.
준성
Insung.
씨였지?
I remember now.
그래, 마을에서 지낼만 하세요?
So, Jun, how's life in Hope Hill Village treating you? Staying here staying there a while longer? Well, yeah. There's no real other choice, really. The fog poses a problem. I can't leave while it's sick.
하긴, 이런 안개라면 운전도 어렵죠.
Driving is impossible while the fog is like this.
게다가 전파도 안 터지고
And all form of communications are down too.
이런 지저분한 시골 마을에 갇히셨으니
Stuck here in the shabby countryside
준성
town.
씨도 참 고생이
It's gotta be hard
많겠어요.
for you too. You can say that again. Things are only gonna get harder from here on out.
사실 송구스럽긴 해요.
I feel sorry for you, honestly.
준성 씨가 괜히 말려든
The
것
way you got
같아서.
dragged into such a mess. Why is that?
도대체 서민들은 왜
Why are
이렇게들
common
제멋대로일까요?
folks so arbitrary?
법이 우습게 보이나?
They make the law look a bad
이런
job.
식으로 마을을 불법 조성하면 어쩌자는 건지.
What's going through the head of someone illegally constructing a whole village like that? Sorry, is he illegally constructed?
어머, 죄송해요. 아직 아무것도 모르시죠?
Oh my,
제가
I'm
배려를 못
sorry. I don't.
해드렸네요.
You don't know, do you? I have considered that I should fill you in. No. Please keep talking.
사실 이 주변 부지 우리 기업 거예요.
Well, you see, all the land around here is owned by our company. Our company? You mean Younghwan Construction?
정확히 말하면
Younghwan
영환 기업
Enterprises, to be
소유죠.
precise.
저희 아버지가 큰맘
My
먹고
father is
이번에
very determined to invest a
투자하셨거든요.
large sum of money. Your father?
응?
You didn't
몰랐어요?
know? I am chairman
저 유영한
Yo
회장님의
Younghwan's
막내딸인 거?
daughter. That sounds absolutely dumbfounded. Like me not being aware of the fact that this is the most absurd thing she's ever heard. Yo Younghwan, owner of Younghwan Enterprises and all its subsidiaries, he is without a doubt the most influential entrepreneur in Korea. His power and influence exceeds even that of most politicians. I've heard before that Yo has a daughter, but as far as I know, she was studying abroad somewhere. Should I dig deeper? Oh fuck, there's choices in the choices. Should I act like I know to make her feel better? I don't think it's the second. I'm gonna make further inquiries. It's just that I heard his daughter's currently studying abroad.
언제적 얘기를 해요?
Where
정말
have you
PD
heard
맞아?
that? Are you sure you're a real PD?
그리고 유학만 간 게 아니라
I wasn't just studying abroad.
영환건설
I handled
해외
business
쪽
from
업무를
Younghwan
봐왔던
Construction
거예요. 거기서
overseas.
인정받아서 올해
My
초
efforts were
전무로 진급한
recognized,
거고요.
and I was promoted to executive director earlier this year.
소식 참 느리시네.
I can't believe news
뭐
spread
하는
this slowly.
PD길래
What kind
그래요?
of PD are you? I mean, is this even true? I'm baffled for a moment. If this is true, I would have heard about this already. Why wasn't I aware of this? I glance at Red, and my eyes are filled with suspicion. If this stunning young woman really is the daughter of one of the country's most powerful men, me not knowing about it would be quite an issue in itself. Nevertheless, I've never heard her name come up somewhere before. I'm certain of that. That leaves only two possibilities. Chairman Yo Young-hwan is highly protective and doesn't want her to expose her to the public eye. Or the what I'm seeing in front of me doesn't really exist at all. It's merely an illusion created by someone else entirely. No way. I do my best to cast that aside, the latter idea. I shake my head and to rid myself of these suspicions. At least in front of her, I can't let my doubts shine through. I wasn't aware of that at all. My apologies. So I have to ask, what is it that brings you all the way out here?
오너 일가로 사는 거 쉬운 일 아니에요.
One would think being part of a family like mine is easy, right? Wrong.
오빠들은 듬직한 가족이 아니라 싸워서 이겨야 할 적이 되고
I can't rely on my older brothers who are just itching for an opportunity to win a conflict with me.
웃으면서 접근하는 사람들은 무조건 의심부터 해야 살아남죠.
Even when people approach me with a smile, I have to be wary and alert to make it in this business. By the way, do you guys want me to keep the voices on if I'm going to read over them anyways? Or do you want me to turn them off so I can read faster? Let me know.
이런 상황에서 저 스스로를 증명하려면
In this particular
발로
situation,
뛰는 게 제일 확실하거든요.
it's best I do this on my own and oversee things personally.
앞으로 PD를 하시려면
As a PD,
이런
you
상식
should know this.
정도는
It's common sense, to be
알아두시는 게
honest.
좋을 거예요.
This woman, she's been criticizing me quite a lot. And not too subtly, I might add.
사실 좀 걱정은 돼요.
Actually, I'm
몸
a
써줄
little
남자
shaken
하나
up and
있으면
worried.
좋겠는데
It would be nice to have a man by my side to take care of me.
운전기사랑
But I
안개
lost my
속에서
driver in the
헤어졌거든요.
fog.
월급 받아먹으면서
Least you
옆에
could have done
붙어있는
was
것도
stay by my
못하는
side,
원.
but I guess I'm only good
시골
enough for paying
출신은
salary.
역시 쓰지 말 걸 그랬어요.
I guess I won't be hiring another backwood hick from the countryside. Oh dear.
아무튼 이 마을 사람들 분명 저희 기업 재개발에 반대하다가 쫓겨난 사람들일
The people in
거예요.
this village, they must be kicked out for directly opposing our corporate redevelopment.
아까도 말했지만
You like the voices?
서민들은
I
진짜
like
더
the voices.
우습게 한다니까요.
I just feel bad because, you know, obviously I don't understand Korean, but I'm also kind of speaking over them, so I'm not really appreciating them as much as I should. But I like to read, you know, I like them to say their piece first. Okay, I'll keep them on. I like it. Like I said before, it's ridiculous how they simply play dumb and ignore the law, right?
레킹볼까지 동원해서 밀어버려야
They
겨우겨우
won't budge
꺼지고.
until I bring in a wrecking ball. That's...
그런 사람들이 우리 부지에 이딴 마을이나 세우고 있었다니. 진짜
Plus, there's a better
독종들
feel for
아니에요?
like how the characters. Yeah, I agree with that. I can't believe they've built a whole place like this on our land. The audacity! Aren't they like parasites?
이런 게 좀 보도돼야 서민들 의식도 바뀔 텐데 말이죠. 대기업이라면 꼭 악당이라고 보는 서민들이 아직도 많잖아요.
You're spinning right now, Gaia. I 1000% agree with you. If this gets inadequately reported, it will be perceived in a certain way by the public. There are many common people who view large corporations as the big bad wolf. Isn't that so? Oh. I get what she's hitting at, and it may feel like my soul is leaving my body. Rin, however, keeps talking about her own story as if nothing is wrong. I doubt she notices how my facial expressions turn harsher by the second. She doesn't seem like the type of person who cares much about feelings of others, after all.
그래서 말인데 공익적인 일
So
한번
would you be
해보실
interested in
생각
doing something
없으세요?
that is of great public interest? Wow, or yes?
피디님이 보시기에도 문제가 많죠.
I mean, I'm sure you see the same problems I do, right?
법적으로 허가된 일에 불응하고 불법적으로 이런 마을을 조성하고
This whole village was built in defiance of the law. I refuse to turn a blind eye on these illegal practices.
일부러 안개가 잘 끼는 곳으로 들어가서 우리 일을 방해하려고 하는 거잖아요.
This is a direct attempt at interfering with our corporate affairs. They must have thought we wouldn't find out about the land's remote location.
그러니까 저는 이 마을의 일을 해결하고
There you have it. I'm here because I'm going to take care of this village.
피디님도 제 지시대로만 하면 되니까 편하실 거고 게다가 그걸 단독으로 보도하고
You can carefully follow my instructions, and it'll be a story that's all yours to report. yours
이렇게
alone.
되면 서로 윈윈 아니겠냐는 거죠.
It means we both stand to gain from it. How wonderful. What she's saying sounds plausible. That doesn't mean I have to let myself be used as her puppet to further her agenda. I looked at her with a confused expression on my face, but I can tell Rin is completely serious about all of this. She appears to be really serious about this. I don't like where this is going now one bit.
물론 일에 대한 보상은 드릴 거예요.
Oh, and of course you'll be rewarded for your work.
저 그렇게 개념 없지 않아요?
That's how this works. You didn't think I forgot about that now, did you? Rewarded?
당연히 수고비는 서운하지 않게 챙겨드린다고요.
Living expenses, man hours, labor costs. All that will be taken care of by me.
쥐꼬리만한 PD 월급보다 두둑히 챙겨드릴 테니 걱정 마세요.
And don't worry, this will be worth far more than a puny PD salary, I assure you.
대신 준성 씨도 받은 만큼 수고는 하셔야겠죠?
After all, June, hard work requires appropriately motivating incentives.
그 정도 개념은 있으실 거라 보니까
I think you
더
understand.
얘기는 안 할게요.
I've said all there is to say. It's getting more and more interesting.
그리고 이번 일 잘 끝내면 저희 회사에 채용할 수 있도록 힘 좀 써볼게요.
Furthermore, if you handle this well, I'll do my best to secure you a job at our company.
안 그래도 최근 홍보 전략실 미디어 부서 마음에 안 들었거든요.
I'm dissatisfied with our media department anyways, especially the public relations branch.
능력 있는 사람이 가서 싹 개편하는 것도 괜찮을 타이밍이란 거죠.
A perfect opportunity for someone capable and competent to organize things over there.
어때요?
How about it?
이 정도면 꽤 신경 써서 제안 드린 건데
Sounds like something worth considering, agreed. Her face is the embodiment of confidence, and in her mind, refusing her proposal is not even an option. I feel disillusioned by the absurdity of it all. Her proposed conditions are certainly enticing and not bad, but they are, how to put it, unconventional to say the least. Therein lies the problem. It's a blatant abuse of power. In her mind, a guy like me is merely a tool that will never reject an offer like this. Something everyone in my life, my line of work, hates the most is embodied in this young woman right in front of me. So all this is the way you always do things?
뭔 말이에요,
What do you
그게?
mean? I mean, no thank you. First of all, I'm really curious about this place, so I'll cooperate with you. But I won't accept any sort of employment relation with you have suggested.
뭐예요?
What is it? See you later. I'm a little busy right now.
이봐요, 준성 씨!
Hey! Junsung. Away from the lake as quickly as my feet allow it. I arrived back in town with a loud sigh. This is messed up. At first she struck me as someone just as unlucky as me, stuck here accidentally. Reality things are a lot different. But there's one thing I'm proud of, is that I didn't lash at her and curse her out for her outrageous proposition. I shouldn't go against her. Having her on my bad side isn't a good idea. Maintaining a good relationship with Rin Chai is very important to me. Still, how the hell am I supposed to deal with someone like her? I say it one more time and move on. There's still some time left. Who should I visit? And, okay, so quick thoughts. Obviously, she's kind of a bitch. No offense to her. Hopefully, with time, we will learn more about her, and I will change these thoughts. We have time for another visit. Who do you want me to visit? I can visit Rin again. Snobby girl, arrogant. Or I can visit someone else. Doubling down on Rin might not be... Oh, no same choice twice in a row. Never mind. We can't visit Rin. So we can't visit... Can't be Rin. I am going to wait to see what chat says. I'm going to look at the case clues while I wait to see what chat says. Ooh, notebook. Info marked blue indicates there's no evidence available for it. Ooh. Let's see if there's any blue evidence while I am at this. Oh, right. So you have Mina, the vampire. We have Nari, the succubus. We have Sumi, the witch. We cannot pick Rin, the undead. And we have Hana, the fox spirit. It is advantageous for us to do one of two things. We can either meet with someone to find out more about them, which is important for finding if they're a killer or not, but we have to, at the end of the game, have someone with a high enough trust that when we try to leave the village, comes with us who is the human. Because if they don't trust us, they won't come with us anyways. So the goal, I assume right now, is to keep meeting with the person that you want to have trust in you. I thought it was Rin at first because our clues from the case clues don't seem like the undead currently from, my knowledge of the undead from, popular culture. And per case 2, we have high suspicions of Hana being potentially bad, which is why I currently don't think we should meet with her because, there's really no advantage for going for someone who we know is bad for sure. Not that we know for sure, obviously, but, suspicions. So it's really up to these 3. I'm personally kind of suspicious of Nari because for the first case, one, because right now she's in the forest, which is not really related, honestly. But don't trust Sumi. Trust anyone but Sumi. I can see Sumi being sus as well. Sumi on the first day responded pretty sussly. I think it's Mina or Nari. Which vibes from the evidence? So it could be the witch the first day. It's hard to say from the first day. It's hard to say because this is pretty witchy, right? Or this right here is pretty witchy. And this could be witchy. I could see I can get pitched for the witch. Writings and Saman, pretty pitchy. It's hard to pick. It's hard to pick for sure. And if you want me to pick, that's fine too. I'm just letting chat participate if they so wish. I don't think we should visit Hana because I personally don't think we should visit Hana. Okay, so the point of this, don't forget, is we want to meet with who we think is potentially good. See that pentagram? Well, they all have pentagrams, right? This is a pentagram too, technically speaking. We want to meet with who we think is potentially good so we earn their trust. There's no point in earning the trust of someone bad unless we want more info about them, which I guess is important, don't get me wrong. But I feel like we should try to go for max trust on who we think is good first. And then once we get that, we can go for evidence, if that makes sense. Is even a morning star? Let me get this real fast. Pentagrammy. Are they the same symbols? No, they're different. Me with the vampire? Okie dokie. Let me just verify. Vampire is Mina. Okay, so we're meeting with Mina. Okay. On 3, on 2, on 1, on click. Okay, I should go see Mina. Mina, that's her name. I haven't really spoken to her yet. She's staying at room 202 on the 2nd floor. Could she really be the vampire mentioned in the tale? So right now, I don't really know anything about her, really. Honestly, I don't even know where to start this conversation. Evidently, I stand in front of Mina's door for a while, and then I knock. Who is it? I can hear a tense, nervous voice coming from inside the room. Her surprisingly human reaction somehow makes me feel relieved. Honestly, I doubt such an almost cowardly voice could really belong to a monster trying to trick me. I make sure to choose my words carefully. Hello. My name is PD Jun Sung Park. Are you familiar with a program called News Trace? News Trace? The one with the cute weatherman? It's our beloved weatherman and anchor, Lee Jun Kai. A celebrity in his own right, known for his catchy slogan, and that, dear viewers, is why. He's become somewhat of a symbol and a mascot for News Trace. We are a currently affairs program, but it's one of the biggest reasons why we are also popular with people who are into that sort of stuff. Anyways, this is a perfect icebreaker, and something tells me it'll be easy to start a conversation. Good to know. I clear my throat to relieve the tension a little. And that, dear viewers, is why. You could maybe open the door? I do my best to imitate our newsman's charming voice. Normally I would never, ever do this, but my boss insisted on it. I'd rather switch jobs and humiliate myself like this. Always trust Vampire Lady. Vampire Lady has your best interest at heart. Disregard Witch Lady. I'll write that in on my notes list for sure. Strict times, desperate measures. At least it works, and Mina opens the door. I'm amazed for a moment. She's taller than I remember, and her young face is somewhat at odds with her height. Especially the Vampire Lady's 8'6". That's one we can trust. Guaranteed. While she watches me carefully, I extend my hand and give her my business card without saying anything.
잠시 들어와 주시면.
Excuse me, just a moment. Come in.
Thank you. Mina closes the door, making sure it's shut tight, and then sits down and exhales. She looks like she's been through a highly exhausting ordeal. I look around and find a place to sit that's not too close to her. She looks fragile and vulnerable, and the last thing I want to do is scare her. I think it's best to maintain an appropriate distance. Nice to meet you. Your name's Mina Huang, is that right?
네.
Yeah.
어떻게 아셨어요?
How did you know?
The motel owner told me. Said he's worried about you never coming out of your room.
절 걱정하신다고요?
Worried about me?
Her voice is filled with fear and confusion. I don't know how to react, and the weird atmosphere makes it difficult to continue the conversation. I think about the motel owner for a moment. His eerie, dirty face pops into my mind. He's part of this village as well, meaning he's somehow connected to the devil too. But there's no way young Mina here would know anything about that. I can't tell if she knows what I'm thinking. Mina stares at the business card I handed her. Something highly worrying appears to be playing in her mind. Her overly cautious attitude is a little frustrating because it complicates things, but at the same time, I can absolutely understand her concern. I don't think I'd ever fully trust someone I never met before either.
PD님이라고 하셨죠?
A program director? That's what you said, right?
Correct. News Trace's very own PD, Junsung Park in the flesh. She hesitates once again. That's not how a conversation is supposed to flow. You know that recent cases about escalating gang violences? I reported that and helped solve it. I boast about one of my greatest accomplishments, hoping it makes her have a little more faith in my trustworthiness. Truth be told, I was merely the assisting PD in that case, but I still played a large role and the story was widely reported. However, Mina just shakes her head. Well, you haven't heard of that one? It's a pretty big deal.
죄송해요.
I'm sorry.
제가 그 프로를 자주 보는 건
I don't actually
아니라서.
watch that show all too often.
Oh, no big deal. There's nothing to be sorry about. So what about the murder case of Mongzhuang Middle School?
몰라요.
It doesn't ring a
죄송해요.
bell. I'm sorry.
The two biggest accomplishments in my career discarded just like that. Ouch. I scratched my head in confusion for a moment, but make sure to quickly put on a more cheerful expression. Any episodes or reports you particularly remember?
그 엽기 강아지
The
사건?
bizarre case about the dog puppies?
그거 되게
That one
무서웠어요.
was really scary.
The dog puppy case. Sokong Kim's work. That case shook the whole country. I remember that I was still a rookie, and Sokong Kim gave me a hard time. Still, it felt rewarding. Those memories shaped me and taught me what kind of person he really is. Anyways, at least there's something that we can tie a conversation together. Oh yeah, that one. I worked on that too. Finding people and getting testimonies for them was really difficult, but at the end of the day, the culprit was caught, so everything was worth it. I'm still very proud of it.
Ah, I see.
그러셨구나.
That's amazing.
대단하세요.
Nina sounds somewhat confused, still sounds somewhat confused and uncertain. I think my positive attitude is starting to do its job. Yet I can't help but feel here are still barriers in place here. I just had to wait a little so she could maybe shake those remaining feelings of doubt. Mina stays quiet for a while and clutches her hand so tightly that my business card is still crumpled.
피디님, 저
PD Park, sir?
제보할 게 있어요.
I have a report for you.
She breaks the silence, having finally made her mind, it seems. I nod and pay attention. With a serious, professional look on my face, I take out my always ready pen and notebook. Amina comes closer, sitting down next to me. I'm happy. This means I give off the impression I'm good at my job. I listen attentively.
이 마을
This
뭔가
place?
이상해요.
There's something wrong with it.
그것도 아주 많이.
A lot, actually.
Actually, that was my first impression as well. Have you seen anything in particular?
본 게 아니라
I didn't just see it.
저 겪었어요.
I went through it firsthand.
What happened to you? Mina looks at me, her expression conveying a sense of utter helplessness and paralyzing fear. The fear in her eyes is deeply rooted and it somehow still managed to send chills down my spine.
저
I
이 마을에 왔는데 갑자기 안개가 꼈어요.
ended up in this village and suddenly there's fog everywhere.
그런데 마을 사람들이 천천히 다가와서
Villagers appeared and one of them slowly walked up to me.
모르겠어요.
He fell off.
이상할 정도로 친절한데 그
He
눈빛들이
was
너무
strangely kind,
무서웠어요.
but his eyes were so scary.
그래서 여기서 나가게
Naturally, I
해달라고
asked them
하니까
how to get out of here.
Oh, damn.
피가 날 때까지 찌으면서
So he started pounding his head against the ground to the point he started bleeding.
용서해달라고 소리치는
Begging him to
거예요.
stop.
그래서
And then I
그래서
started running
도망가려
away.
그런데
I ended up in the same
이상하게
place.
계속 같은 자리를
The
맴돌고
Lord and started
사람
approaching.
어찌할 줄 몰라서
Kept running. I didn't know what else to
달리다가
do.
이 여관에 도착한 거예요.
That's when I ended up at this motel.
It's a pretty disorienting story, but it sure does sound scary. Mina felt threatened by the villagers and tried to escape the village, but the fog caused her to go in circles, always leading her back to the same place. I can't even imagine how having gone through all that must make her feel. Mina is trembling. Talking about it must have conjured up vivid memories of the experience.
다행히 여관에까지 쫓아오진 않았는데
Fortunately, they didn't follow me inside.
창문 밖으로 보니까 근처를 계속
When I looked out the
서성이고
window, they were just shambling around outside.
그 이유 너무 무서워서
I've been so scared since then. I
can't imagine how hard it must have been for you. Take a minute to think about Mina's situation. If I look at this under the premise that Mina is a real human, the villagers appear to have mistaken Mina for one of the five monsters. That would explain where this bizarre behavior stems from. Mina was scared of them, and they were scared of Mina. But what if I look at under the premise that Mina isn't human? Oh, some small changes to the emotions she felt in her story, and the whole thing takes a turn in a dark direction. My mind wanders, and the crazy theories make my hands shake while I'm holding the pen.
피디님 이럴 땐
Mr.
어떻게 해야
PD,
돼요?
what am I supposed to do?
경찰에 전화도 안
Could
되고
even call the
너무
police. I'm so
무서워요
scared.
저.
Alright, I have to stay calm. I don't know anything about her, and I can't just be scared of her for no reason. I write Mina Huan human in my notebook, and I stop my hand from shaking. This is very early to believe she's the human, but okay. Can I ask you a few things? I sound rather carefree without intending it. It must be me trying to hide my own nervousness. I'm also speaking quite informally without really realizing it.
Okay, yeah.
In a way, I feel like my casual attitude was actually put Mina somewhat at ease. I'll wait for her to calm down a little and then think about possible questions. Oh shit! Give me one fast second. Okay, these are all actually great questions. I do know very little about Mina. You say middle? How she ended up in Hope Hill Village? That's a good one. I'm actually go with that one. Thank you. Can you tell me how you ended up here?
저는 이 마을은 그냥
I just
우연히 들어온
accidentally ended
거예요.
up here.
안개
I
때문에
got lost in the
길을
fog.
Really? I actually came here after having wandered through the fog myself. The fog's really, really thick. It's gonna take a while before it clears.
저는 이 근처에
I
살거든요.
actually live around these parts.
하지만 이렇게
This is the
안개가
first time
심하게
I've seen
끼는
fog
곳이
like this.
So even Mina, who lives in this area, has never experienced this kind of fog before. One more reason to assume this is something artificial rather than natural. Rather, it's the work of the villagers or the devil himself. It's a supernatural origin. If you live in the area, this place is a little too remote for a girl to come here all alone. She's away from home or falling out with your family.
네,
Yeah.
맞아요.
Yeah, that's right.
Nina's reply seems highly evasive. It's obvious she's lying. I don't know enough about her to inquire further and dig deeper. I guess I should be content to have found something that there's something she's hiding. What about your family then? Any family members that live here? Mina shakes her head slowly. What's up with her glum expression? Looking at Mina, I decided to move on and ask the next question. Ooh. I don't know if I can ask all three, so I'm going to ask about Mina herself. Can you tell me a little more about you? I only know your name so far.
저는 그냥
I'm just a
학생이에요.
student. A high
고등학생이요.
school student.
High school student. Anything else there's to say about you?
네, 없어요.
No, not really.
Very simple question. Yes, she's you got enough to unnerve her. My gut tells me she's hiding something. Are you sure? There isn't something. This isn't even something where my professional intuition is needed. Mina simply isn't good at lying. Considering the circumstances, I decided to skip the questions for now. Looks like I didn't get any useful information after all. Oh, I can ask all three after all. Fucking, sometimes you can ask all three, sometimes you can ask one. It's hard to do. You see anything else? You know something else about the villagers?
마을 사람들이요?
About the villagers?
Yeah, every little details helps. So is there anything else you can tell me? Try to reassure her to get her to talk. If she saw anything, it might serve as a clue how to increase my chances to survive this damn place.
No, sorry.
죄송해요.
There's
더
nothing
이상
else.
잘
Oh, I see. You're sure? Mina simply bows her head and apologizes. Well, can't help it. There's no use in trying to dig any deeper, so I decide to move on to another question. That's it. There's nothing else I can ask. Glossing over the questions and answers only provide little information. Agreed. In my opinion, it's clear that Mina's hiding something. But that's all I have right now. There's no way of knowing anything more than that. If anything, all I've done is make me more suspicious of Mina.
죄송해요.
I'm sorry.
저
I'm not
아무런
helping at
도움도
all.
What? That's not true. You had the courage to tell me what happened, didn't you? That's very useful. Not many people are that brave. Don't worry, you can leave the rest to me, okay?
감사합니다.
Okay, thank you.
이 마을에 피디님 같은 분이 계셔서 정말 다행이에요.
I'm really glad to know there's someone like you around.
저 이제 다
I
끝이라고
was starting
생각해서
to lose hope.
It's okay, you can rest assured now. Don't worry, I'll stay in touch and tell you what I find out. A small yet bright smile lights up on Mina's face. A confident approach seems to have worked. Shamelessly hiding my true feelings is one of the strengths my job have taught me over the years. We end our conversation with both of us having deceived each other while withholding information. I'm concerned. If Mina's a real human, there's no way lying to each other like this will end up in a trusting relationship. I need to find out more about her.
조심하세요,
Be careful. This place is not normal.
마을 정말 이상하니까.
Don't worry. It's not my first rodeo.
네, 피디님만 믿을게요.
You're the only one I can trust.
I look at the closed door and then head into my next destination, lost in thought. I don't trust her either, Gaia. One, it's like Mina, one human, question mark? That's already a red flag. But then two, hiding shit from me? Not when we're both gonna die. There's not a whole lot I can say about her as of right now, but what I do know is that she's hiding something, and that fact alone is highly concerning. Do I get a third? Do I get a third visit? I don't get a third visit. That's fine. After finishing my late lunch, I return to the motel. My whole body aches and I'm exhausted. Come to think of it, it's been quite an event. But still, I can't afford taking a break. Well, I've already had enough things lined up to do next. According to the motel owner, the people in this village go back to their homes at around 1 o'clock and stay inside until the evening. Maybe it's part of some crazy religious doctrine. Am I going inside to pray? Hell, I don't know. What's important is this means I have limited time frame in which I can move around freely without having to worry about the villagers. This means I don't have much time to gather hints throughout the village. My whole body feels heavy. I raise myself up with a loud grunt. According to the information given to me by the witness, the village was designed to accommodate the summoning of 5 monsters. That means the villagers must have surely collected a lot of data and information so they can properly serve the monsters. If I collect this data, I can find out the monster's traits and characteristics. Meaning, if I use that knowledge while analyzing the murder sites, I can pinpoint who the culprit is in each case. Okay, I should look around the area in the afternoon. There's not a lot of time during which I can move around freely without the prying eyes of the villagers on me. Time flies by fast. I should focus on one area. Alright, where should I go? Oh my god, there's so many choices in this damn game. Moving requires points. You have 7 in total. Oh, fuck. Oh. I don't know. Okay, we have the river, forest, abandoned school, lake, abandoned village. We have had murders in the forest and abandoned village so far. I don't feel like we need to go back there, right? Right? Well, I mean, maybe there's more clues, but... River, a sprawling fishing area. This place has been long abandoned by every living soul. However, someone has clearly been here recently. It's where we just met with, what's her fucking name? 1 second. Rin, I think her name was? Yeah, Rin Shai. Forest, we talked about a forest south of Hope Hill Village. It has traces of construction having been carried out in preparation for the ritual. We knew this. Abandoned school. This school has closed a long time ago. The locals have left the building entirely unattended, explaining its decrepit appearance. A big lake. The building around it tells the story of a once prosperous past, but past is past. Abandoned village. A village where people once lived. Decaying buildings now remain instead of people. Creaking hinges and rattling windows instead of voices. I think I'm going to pick the abandoned school. So I'm going to click on it. It's because we haven't really investigated it yet. Why are there 4 things? Whatever. I'm going to click the abandoned school. You know, I can't really go wrong with the first choice, I feel. Oh, shit. Fuck. Oh, no. Fuck. There's choices in the choices of the choices. Oh, no. Okay, what fucking... abandoned village has 4 choices. They all have 4 choices, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no. I'm getting it now. Okay, I'll stick to the abandoned school. Classroom? No, I should probably go to a place I've been to if it's deeper, right? Okay. Okay. Abandoned church sounds pretty good for this religion thingy. Should I go abandoned village, abandoned church, or abandoned school classroom? That's my 2 current thoughts right now. I'm going to look at the other choices too. These are all pretty good too. This feels weird. Not sure why you didn't see this extra. I just thought if I clicked this, I would get all 4. I don't know why. I just had hope. I just had hope. I mean, it makes sense. 7 out of 7. There's only 5 choices. It would mean I got to visit everyone if I had that thing. But I'm thinking church. Are you with me on this one? The chat. I'm gonna drink some water while I wait. I'm thinking abandoned village church. It's my current thought. I do still like abandoned school classroom though, but I think abandoned village church is the better choice. I do think forest construction site. One of these is not bad either, but it's probably lower on the list. Yeah. Okay, I'm clicking abandoned church. If anyone disagrees, you have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Church it is. Bam. You go to the church in the abandoned village. A small church in the center of the abandoned village. Once a place of worship, it is now desolate and a messy shell of its former self. The church appearance suits the village in a strange way. A place abandoned by God, next to people who have abandoned God, the circle closes. I'm not here to think about the intricacies of faith. I'm down, but my first choice is lake because I like water, but church is creaky. Okay, so if next choice, I will let chat decide for sure. And obviously, Evidence might change your choice too. But I do like lake. Lake's pretty good too. I see signs of villagers coming and going. They look recent. I can't afford to miss any clues or hints, no matter how small. I think I have the choice to look at everything, so I'm just gonna look at everything. There's a box in the corner that stands out. Oh, Maxim! My last choice is the lake because I love water and lake gratification. That's a fair point actually. I open the box. Inside of it, there's a magazine with a very erotic depiction of a woman on its cover. Magic Monthly. It's somewhat well-known occult magazine for people who are into that sort of stuff. Normally, I wouldn't pay any attention about it, but considering the circumstances, guess I'll read through it once. All right, where should I keep looking around? I opened the paper box with great care. There's an old mysterious book. It's titled Succubus Summoning Diaries, Volume 3. That's the story of a nobleman who tried to summon a succubus. If this nobleman actually succeeded, his research could contain a vast amount of helpful info. I put the book in my bag. These finds will help me greatly. Where should I keep looking? I look at the knocked over cabinet. What have we got here? I open it with great care. I open it with great effort. Something falls out of it. What's this? It's a book about past events. It's titled Fox Spirit Hunting Diaries Number 2. Story of a hunter who tried to catch the legendary nine-tailed fox. The villagers have studied the fox spirit's traits with help from this book. In that case, this is more than just old fantasy story. Alright, that's important evidence. I put the book in my bag. Should I keep looking around? Ooh, how many choices do I have? I think I have to look at this. There's a really big cross. The cross must be the spot where people once prayed. Now there's nothing more than a worthless object in this forsaken place. Destroyed and defiled as if to curse God himself. For a moment I'm lost in thought about how things must have been once, but I shift my gaze. Old chair. I look around but I can't find anything of note. The TV just seems really out of place. I look at the TV and turn my head. A small chest with 6 drawers. I open them one by one. Other drawers are empty, but within the third one's a unique book. The book cover shows a gloomy design. This one's titled Tracking the Witch. Even I have heard of it, despite not having any interest in occult at all. It's the sort of thing a witch is supposedly behind the impeachment of a former president. Originally planned as a series of 7 volumes, it was banned after the release of Volume 1. What this book contents are actually facts. I'm surprised the book didn't fall out of the cross. I'm in the same boat, 1000%. I put the book in my bag. Should I keep looking around? Obviously I should. It's the only thing left, I think. Let me just check real fast. Sure. Look at the scattered pages. A magazine that stands out from the rest of the papers. Monthly Magic, an occult magazine. Satanism. Should I take it with me? I take it for sure. It could prove useful. Oh, there's more? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? What the fuck? What I miss? What I miss? Oh. Fucking how did I just know? Look at this shit. How does I know this? It's a very old looking book in the corner. Oh my, cough. I brush off a thick layer of dust and take a look at the book. Its contents appear to be religious, but the whole thing's written in English. That won't be much of help. Only no one here can speak English. I'm kidding, obviously he's Korean, but never mind. Bad joke. What's this? Something is sandwiched between the book's pages. Looks like handwritten notes by the religious priest. Very interesting. Could be useful. I make sure to grab the notes. Or should I keep looking around? I looked around some more, but I couldn't find anything else. That's all for now. Village records updated. I have to look at that shit. I took too long. I should go over to the villages, find out. I take a look at what I've gathered so far on my phone. 3 pieces of monster information as well as 3 village logs. Alright, I should give this a careful read. Your items are under monster info and village logs. Through monster info, the culprit behind each case can be found. Click on monster info. Vampire records will serve as an example. Click on the book. This gives you a keyword as evidence. Right-click to close after reading. Once read, the keyword is added to the memos to the right. Click on case clues. Compare traits of the vampire to the crime scene. Vampires speak old language, but you found a different language. Therefore, a vampire could not have done it. So, click the left. Oh, this is so cool to me. This is so cool. I love Satanism Monthly. It's my favorite book. It's my favorite subscription, homie. We try to see what is it, I think. So, bam. Okay, cool. The culprit isn't a vampire. The vampire is not a suspect now. So do this while others as well. The remaining one is guilty. Just have to find out who the real human being is, so stay vigilant. I think I'm okay. We'll find out. I arrived back in my room. I decided to skip dinner. I fall down and bury myself in the soft blanket. Honestly, my mental fatigue far outweighs the physical one. I'm so exhausted. All this is way too complicated. Maybe outright dying straight away would save me a lot of headaches. A dead body, strange fog, and being in the middle of it all, mustering up enough courage to take pictures and document everything. In retrospect, I'm surprised at my own bravery. I don't know if I could pull that off again. And then there are those women I met. Though fear constantly lingers in the back of my head, I tried to treat them as forthcoming as possible. Being them obviously helped me take my mind off things for a while. It's a welcome change to talk to normal people for once. But the more I think about it, the more it scares me. If one of them really is a monster that's trying to kill me, I didn't know it was a single thing. That's highly unsettling. Searching around and finding out what's coming on is a strenuous, time-consuming task. And on top of that, despite things going troublesome enough already, the day is not even over yet. The villagers will soon get active as well. I don't have enough time left. It's a short winter day up the mountains. There's only an hour or 2 left before sun sets. Wandering around outside then is dangerous. Apart from the intimate threat of physical harm, people can get suspicious if they catch me looking for clues. Motel owner is another problematic factor. I have to stay vigilant and keep my guard up at all times. That widow is constantly watching me. If I've got until sundown, it doesn't leave me a lot of time. What to do? I wonder what those women are up to. I need to get the 5 women staying here to trust me. Establishing trust with all of them seems like a daunting task. I'll have to make the most of the evening hours as well in order to increase my chances. With my mind a little clear now, I stand back up. And time to make the best of my situation. Okay. So, helplessly afraid of them, every last one of them, but strangely resistant. Spin facts. Okay, let me look at these clues before we start. So we have succubus records, we have witch records, we have fox spirit records. Let's leave a look see. Hope you guys like reading with me. Succubus Summoning Diaries number 3, December 5th, 1484. The guidebook to hunting witches called Hammer of Witches is published by Henrik Kramer. Said to have inspired countless witch hunts, the book describes methods of discovering witches as well as methods of dealing with them, most involving inhumane torture. Also, this book was the first to offer definition of the term succubus as we know it today. The great source of fear for some citizens, there were those fascinated by and drawn to the book, among them Federico de Montefeltro, whose stories shall be told here. Driven by lust and his sexual desires, this nobleman vowed to summon the charming succubus to spend a night in her embrace. The closer Federico got to his ultimate goal, the more people started to notice a change in him. Among the first people to do so was the maid who had been in his employ for many years already. She began to grow increasingly worried about the change in Federico's attitude and kept a close eye on his erratic behavior. Winter 1494. By now, Federico has noticed the maid's suspicious attitudes toward him. She has grown scared, and it was hard for her to keep that fact hidden. Driven by paranoia, Federico decided to search the maid's room, where he found a paper with a strange drawing on it. Federico was shocked. It was Ariach's symbol? Whatever. Known specifically to keep away the demon referred to as succubus. The maid had done this as a kind of measure, fully aware of Federico's plans. The maid's plan was foiled. Realizing he has been caught, Federico reported what he had found to the maid's room. She was arrested and put on trial for being a witch. The maid cried and pleaded she was only trying to protect herself from the demon Federico intended to summon, but nobody would listen. After a rushed trial, the maid was burned alive at the stake. Her anguished cries echoed throughout the town square while Federico stood nearby and watched in complete silence. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Okay, but this symbol is known to keep the succubus away, right? So it can't be that symbol, right? That's how this works? Rejects. Okay, yeah. We in the same boat. Fuck yeah. Do you want me to read all these, by the way? I'm cool with reading these, but if it's too long, I cannot. So I'm gonna wait for the first response I see before I decide. This gives me no clues. What the fuck? Oh, never mind. As if deceived. A monster does something fucking obviously. Usually, unique language communicated is known as the ancient demon tongue. Okay, what were the clues here? Writing a Samant, so it's not that. She's away, Moon's away, monster info. Okay, so 2, which we didn't think it was the succubus anyways, can't be the succubus, obviously. So if it can't be the succubus, it can't be Darili. Speaks the old language. Are any of these old language? Ancient language. Is ancient language old language? Okay, maybe it's not the fox spirit. I don't know yet, but it looks bad for your boy here. Okay, whatever. I will try to... My ego will try its best. I kind of want to... Okay. What should we do? I'm going to click... Nari. Let's just find out some more info about her. Should I do Nari or Rin? I'm thinking Nari just to get more info down, but I really should increase some more trust in people, right? One, two, three, four. Okay, I'm thinking Nari. I'm gonna click Nari. Huh. Okay, I should visit Nari. I was told Nari was coming to the forest nearby. The forest is actually quite large. So if I find Nari around here requires some legwork. It'd be easy to shout her name or call her, but it sounds like the perfect recipe for unconscious misunderstanding. Above all, I'm really, really afraid. I was told Nari might not actually be a human. And then there's this grisly murder. It's only natural for me to be a little on edge. All I can do is aimlessly walk around. The more I do, the more nervous I get. Oh hey, Miss Nari Lee. What the fuck's happening? What the fuck is happening? I successfully managed to find Nari. She appears to have fallen asleep. There's a book that she must have been reading before dozing off. Oh. Nari slowly opens her eyes and looks at me. Then carefully gets up and meets her and greets me with after the confusion starts to fade.
안녕하세요.
Hello there.
준성 씨였던가요?
Jinsung Park, was it? That's right. I was out on a stroll. What are you doing out here, Miss Lee? I feel a little bad about waking her up, but I decided to ask anyway.
그냥 쉬고 있었어요.
I was just resting. Resting? Really? Take a look at Nari, still standing quite a far distance away from her. Doing my best to focus, but I can't for the life of me see anything that would imply she's not human.
잠시 앉았다 가세요.
Come,
조금
sit for a moment.
딱딱하긴
It's a
하지만.
little hard, but... Nari points to a large stone with a smooth surface. Oh, sure. You crouch down and take a seat. Nari just walks over and sits down next to me.
무슨 일 있으세요?
Is something wrong? Why?
표정이 어두우세요.
Why did the music change? Your expression, it looks dark and troubled. Her calm, caring yet restrained voice instantly makes me feel like I'm in a counseling session. I look straight at Nari for a moment before turning my head away. It's just, I'm actually pretty busy, but I'm forced to stay here. I guess I'm a little
많이
impatient.
바쁘셨던 모양이네요.
Sounds like you've been under a lot of stress lately. Yeah, that's right. Interviews conduct, information collect.
그래도
But
저번에 배웠을 땐 기왕 이렇게 된
Didn't
거
you say you're going to take
쉬신다고
a
하시지
break the last time we
않으셨어요?
feel a little intimidated and look at Nari. Her face is just as calm and warm. That's, Yeah, that's right. But I heard this fog's actually gonna last longer than expected.
그런가요?
Is that so? I thought it was
거칠
gonna
줄
clear up soon. But I think that certainly is what's got me a little on edge. I know being nervous doesn't change anything, but
알지만 마음대로 안 되는
Understand.
그런 건가요?
it's because it's something that didn't work out the way you want it to, right? That sounds about right, Miss Lee. It's a lot of work to do. Things I would want to deal with quickly, yet there's so much that I simply can't do right now, try as I might. In my mind, I know exactly what to do. Oops, I didn't mean to click that! Oh! Actually, let me click that real fast. Transmission means the accused isn't the accused. Okay, that's basic info. It's difficult, a lot easier said than done. What a strange feeling. Even though I'm deceiving Nari and hiding the truth from her, I feel like I'm letting her in on my actual genuine feelings little by little. Upon realizing it, I stopped talking. After what witnesses told me, Nari Lee could potentially be a succubus, a monster capable of toying with emotions of humans. Succubus really has that ability. How do I know I'm not being manipulated to let my guard down at this moment?
그러네요. 정말
Understand.
어렵네요.
It does sound truly difficult. Nari speaks with a slight frown on her face. Seeing her so worried makes me feel the same strange sensation as earlier. Nari is really taking all my worries seriously and seems to deeply emphasize with me. She seems concerned yet doesn't try to come up with a solution. She also doesn't attempt to make me reveal further information. Would a monster out to get me really display such an attitude? I don't think constant paranoia is going to get me out anywhere. I should think about my whole approach. Time to reduce the boundaries and rid myself of the thought that Nari could be a monster. Time to be less paranoid and alert and find a new topic to talk about. What would be a natural way to guide the conversation to another direction? At last, Nari's book catches my eye. Do you like reading, Miss Lee? Oh. Nari looks at the book, then blushes a little and puts it in her bed. She must have felt a little embarrassed having fallen asleep while reading. What book is it? Looks like a slightly older one.
심경석 작가님의 불가사리와 무지개 구슬이라는 책이에요.
It's called Starfish.
79년도 작품이죠.
It's called Starfish and Rainbow Beads by Gwang Seok Shim. It's from 1979. It's the first time I've heard of that
아마
book.
잘 모르실
You
거예요.
probably don't know it. That's true, actually. I'm I'm not that big of a reader.
책을 좋아하는 사람들도 잘 몰라요.
Even most avid book lovers haven't heard this one.
작가님이 학생들에게 재미삼아
There's something
들려주던
the author
이야기를
wrote for
널리
students.
알려지지도
It's not widely
않았고
known, and very
기억하는
few people
사람도.
remember it.
Wow, really?
하지만 그
Well, for imagine students who
학생들은
read this must be
이
very
이야기를
excited about it.
아주 흥미진진하게 들었을 거예요. 굉장히 흥미롭고 재밌는
interesting, fun
이야기거든요.
story.
그리고 이 책을 읽은 사람들도 저마다의
I'm sure
추억으로
those who read it long
남았겠죠.
ago still have fun memories
그것이
of it.
단순히
Whether
순간적인
it's simply
재미이든
temporary fun or
평생을 갈
long
감동이든
time
간에
lasting impressions.
그것만으로도
Either way, it's a fantastic
It's-
read.
I'm out of my element. Perhaps it would be smart to change the subject again. Yeah, I see. By the way, I've been meaning to tell you. It's dangerous to be out on your own all alone like this.
위험이요?
Dangerous, really? Yes, there's actually a potential serial killer loose around here. You weren't aware, Miss Lee?
네, 몰랐어요.
That's news to me. You don't seem surprised.
아니요, 엄청
No, I'm really
놀랐어요.
surprised, actually.
그럼 혹시
Tell
PD님이
me, is that
초조해하셨던
another thing adding to
것도
your nervousness and stress? I was still worried about this by having told her that there's a murder out and about. No matter how I look at it, it's not a normal reaction. She's simply too kind-hearted or simply unaware how real the danger is. Yeah, well, it's definitely another factor.
혹시 PD님
Given your job, are
그
you planning
사건까지
on digging
파헤쳐보려고
deeper
하시는
in that
건가?
case? Well, that's your opinion, Miss Lee. Do you think getting involved is too reckless?
취재에 대해서
Oops.
If you're talking about coverage, I'm not sure. I don't even know what happened and or what it's all about.
I guess that's true.
그래도 잘
Still, I
해내셨으면
wish you all
좋겠어요.
the best. Wish you all the best. I smile a little without even realizing. Knowing that there's someone cheering me on out there in this terrible place is a really comforting feeling. With a calm mind, I turn my head and look at the ground. We both stay silent for a while. The sense of tranquility and silence makes me a little sleepy. I turn my head with a rather blank expression on my face. I stop and stare as soon as my gaze meets a small blooming flower. Strange purple flower, amid this dreary forest where most flowers have long lost their colors and look like they've given up trying to stay alive. This one looks even more impressive. Amidst a slight splash of bright, beautiful ink on a black and white photo. A flower like that in November. I mutter something without even noticing. Nairi hears me and looks at the flower as well.
꽃향유네요.
Purple mint, I think.
Mint?
네, 보통 이맘때까지 피다가 지는 꽃이에요.
Yes, it's a kind of flower that usually blooms until this time of year.
Nairi approaches the flower, squats down and looks at it. She looks like a lot of things are suddenly going through her mind. I kneel down next to her and look at the flowers as well.
꽃향유의
That
꽃말
flower, do you know its nickname?
아세요?
Nickname? Afraid not, Miss Lee.
마지막 향기래요.
Its meaning is something like the last scent. That's so. I take another look at the flower. Seeing the single flower struggling to stay alive during winter, it feels sentimental. I'm going to say familiarity. Yeah. Last scent, huh? That sounds very evocative. It fits well.
좋은 말이요?
How so? Can it be interpreted as remaining faithful to your duty until the end, no matter the ordeal? Struggling to be the kind of person that follows those values. Let's just say it's not easy. I somehow see parts of myself in this flower in a strange way. It represents me. Something about it standing out in this otherwise desolate, bleak forest really appeals to me. Shall we? Lily smiles at my words and stands up. I get up as well. Start slowly walking through the forest. As we walk through the forest without saying anything, I notice Nari's strangely glum expression. For a moment, I think I may have said something wrong, but I can't think of anything. Did I accidentally touch on a subject I shouldn't have? I touch my head and look away. What follows that is a moment of awkward silence.
아, 맞아.
Oh, that's right.
꽃을 보니까 생각난
Seeing that
건데요.
flower reminded me of something. Yeah?
제가 얼마 전에 장미의 이름이라는 책을 봤는데
A while ago, I read a book called The Name of the Rose. It's an awkward attempt at conversation, but then again, who am I to talk?
I know that one. It's interesting. Try to be as nice as possible while talking about something I have no clue about. I had a few conversations with Nari already now. As I'd assume, she's older than me. Excuse me, Miss Lee.
네?
Yes? Could we maybe talk a little bit more leisurely? You're older than me, but it's a little uncomfortable talking like this. You're being really respectful to me.
존댓말 듣기 불편할
So
정도로
old that me
좀
being respectful
늙어
towards you makes me
보여요?
uncomfortable? Ah, no, of course not. I never meant it like that. Look at that face.
그냥
I'm just
농담이에요.
kidding. Just kidding? Sweating a little from being nervous. She really played me a fool.
그나저나 갑자기 말을
Anyway, isn't
편하게
it a little too
하기엔
early to talk
좀
more
이르지
leisurely all of a
않아?
sudden? No, it's perfectly fine by me, that is, as long as you're comfortable with it.
정
In that
그러시다면
case, I guess it's okay with me as
그럴까
well.
준성아?
Junsung? Nari blushes as she addresses me in a more comfortably than before. Looks like it's more than a little awkward for her. It feels good to talk to someone at a more friendly level. It's been a while. Yes, I like the sound of that. Yes.
왠지 어색하네. 준성이 너도 그러면 씨라고 하지 마.
It's a little unusual, to be honest. I guess you can drop the miss now as well. Nari's now embarrassed. I can't help but laugh. And the mood is already a lot lighter than before. Even after having come to this agreement, Nari's attitude remains the exact same. Though she may look indifferent, she really listens carefully to everything I say and is both considerate and respectful. Having previously worked with a lone wolf attitude during my job, the exact opposite of teamwork, it is a really welcome change to have someone who listens so openly. I barely managed to get an interview. Getting those is one of the hardest parts of this
따는
job.
건 다 어렵더라.
Many things in life are
머리카락 따는 것도
getting,
어려워.
like getting your hair to look right in the morning as a woman. Though sometimes she says some really strange things, just laughs at them. I don't trust her either. I don't trust anyone, guys. This is bad. Oh my, the time. Speaking with Nari has made me lose track of time. I'm surprised at how much time has passed. At the same time, feel sorry that the conversation is coming to an end. I think I have to go now.
그래. 이것저것
Of course, the story
취재하려면
won't
바쁠
cover itself on
테니까.
its own after all. Sorry, do you come to this forest
낮
often?
시간엔
Oh yes, I
거의
spend
여기
most of my
있어.
days here actually. Good to know. I'll be back. Take care. I'll see you again soon.
응.
Oops. Yes, you take care too, Jungsung. Give my hand and start walking out of the forest. The problem with her is that she doesn't really respond like a human, but I'm not sure if she's just... if her speech patterns are different or if she's just fucking evil, right? For a little while, I turn around and look back. Of course, I can no longer see Nari. Do I really expect her to still stand there waving at me? I keep walking and head to my next destination. Having finished everything on my schedule, back in my room, the sun's already setting. My opinion, this day went by too fast. Oof. I throw myself on my cushy blanket. Everything that's happening has exhausted me. I'm too tired to move. And still, I should sort out everything I found out during my investigation today. Conclusion: provide info about the motive and culprit. Click on conclusions. This is where trust levels can be seen at a glance, while listing suspicions at the same time. Sure, why not? Oh, it's literally the same thing. Well, here's information to arrive at a good conclusion. Obviously, we just started. Put my phone away and fuse with my soft blanket again. Feels like I'm still aimlessly wandering through the fog. And I keep going at it little by little, step by step. Maybe it's... I still have no fucking idea. Fuck yeah, 5 days till selection. Fuck yeah. 3, 4, 5, baby. I wake up to the loud vibration on my phone. Actually, it's the same volume as usual, but it feels amplified in my head. I must be sensitive if this is enough to wake me up. I just need to get some damn sleep already. My fear of the anonymous message have all but vanished. It truly feels like a wicked, twisted game by now. 5 days until selection. Just as much as I expected. Looks like a group text intended for multiple recipients. Slightly nervous, I put my phone down. I head to the bathroom with staggered steps. I wash my face to clear my mind a little. The more clear my mind becomes, the more aware of the state my body is in, I guess. With a sense of melancholy, I recall sitting on the massage chair of my favorite Jim Jobong where I used to be regular. That thing could get rid of all my troubles and aches at once. Thinking back at it, I bow my head a little and laugh. Thinking about a Jim Jobong in a situation like this, funny how human mind works when we're desperate and paralyzed by reality. I walk out of the bathroom and pick up the phone right away. If there's an emergency, I should have already received the location via text already. But curiously, no text pops up no matter how long I wait. It seems like no such terrible incident occurs today. Huh, it's embarrassing to admit, but for a second I somehow feel grateful about these damn monsters. It almost feels like a gesture of kindness, not to be tortured with brutal murder cases for a change. Still, I know full well that it only means things are about to get even nastier after a short break. I should make the most of this temporary peace. I still have a lot of work to do. The Lutheran was sighing loudly. I finished my morning walk, having a look at the remaining terrain. I'm looking for possible escape routes for myself. Even if I pick out the human the last day, it's all for nothing if I'm stopped in the middle of the escape. I can't let all this effort I'm putting into be in vain. My morning routine is just about over. Time for my date now, according to my schedule. What constitutes a date anyway? I laugh at myself. Dating is a very leisurely choice of words. So ultimately, it's about the gist of it. I have to establish trust with these women enough to make them believe in me and follow me in the last days when the time comes. Trust, the simple concept, yet so difficult to establish. It's important for me to meet them as much as possible and find a way to make them trust me. Alright, time to meet up with them now. Okay, so it looks like we have a total of 18 meetings, which makes sense, right? Because we have 6 days, 3 meetings a day, 18 in total. It looks like Nari doesn't really trust me, but it looks like Mina trusts me a lot more. So I must have fucked up during one of the choices. Which is fair. What's my info right now, just so I know? I only have that. The horrors. Okay, I don't really have... Oh, Bishop's notes. The man by himself is scheduled to arrive here tomorrow. I shall welcome him and leave Hope Hill for a while afterwards. I do not wish to risk getting in the way of what is to come. I did some research on him in advance as to properly greet him. He wishes to be called by no name, instead wants to be viewed as nothing more than a vessel for the great Lord Satan. He said he would attend the great ritual and wants to be referred as simply the witness. I can't help but ask myself why he would need a witness to observe these events. If keeping an eye on things is the only indication, then Satan himself could watch our every move from his throne. If interference was the true goal, then Satan would have sent a direct entity, a different direct altogether, rather than a mere proxy. As a mere human mortal, it is difficult to grasp the thoughts of which is infinitely greater than ourselves. So this has really no clue. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Village Logs. Alright, I have these books. What am I doing? The village will provide backstory, additional details. Oh, these are just fucking books to read. Okay, cool. Avid readers of our magazine will already know there are various types of monsters, right? Since we've received a lot of questions on the topic, let's take a closer look. Let's talk about attribute fear. Oh, the horror. This monster type is actually quite common. Wouldn't any monster fill you with fear upon seeing it? That fact is what makes this type of fear typically common. Among the most famous monsters of this type are werewolves, who are always of this type are no choice due to folkloric preconceptions. It is said humans who see a monster of this type tremble with a crippling fear and are unable to sleep for days till they face a gruesome end. Many of them choose to end their lives themselves. Can you imagine a horror so great you'd rather die? If you've been suffering from nightmares for days on end, watch out, for you may be target already. Maxine editor. Okay, so these don't really do anything but give you concept and lore. Cool. Okay, I kind of want to visit a girl we've met before. So should I go Mina or Ren? I'm annoyed. I had to deal with something like her. She sees others as tools. I kind of want to go... Ren, actually. Anyone in chat have a thought? Otherwise, I'm just going to pick Ren. If it's neither of these three, I'm in a bad spot. But that's fine. It's first time playing, right? Ooh. Hold on. Am I still here? Sorry, my internet thing just like toggled for a bit, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna hope I'm still here. I don't want to make any more decisions. That's fine, Kyle. I will make them now then. I'm picking Ren. Fuck yeah. Let's go, Ren. I should go see Ren. I arrive at the lake. I wonder if she'll really be here, but before I can finish that thought, I already see her standing there. She liked the rake for some reason. Asking myself that question, I approach her.
어머, 성준 씨.
Oh hey, John Song. It's Jun Song.
미안해요.
I
헷갈렸네요.
got it mixed up. Ren's reaction upon seeing me is an unexpected one. Despite our last meeting having ended up awkwardly, she doesn't look angry at all. Instead of displaying a relaxed attitude with her big eyes seemingly smiling at me. Prepared myself for a verbal showdown, which makes me quite embarrassed as I sat next to her. We go here at the lake again quite often. Is there something in particular that draws you here?
특별히 볼 일은 없어요.
There's nothing special to see here.
호수를 이렇게 오래
Yeah, I found
바라보는 건
myself looking at the
처음인데
lake. I like it.
잔잔하니 마음에 들어서요.
It's so calm.
생각 정리하는데 딱 좋네요.
It's the perfect place to think clearly. I see. Though I guess solving your problems in particular requires more than clear thoughts.
그러게나 말이에요.
That's true.
몸으로 뛰어줄 사람이 있으면 일이
It'd
훨씬
be much
쉬울
easier
텐데
with someone by my side.
그분께선 쓸데없이
Willing to
자존심만
set your
세우고
pride
계시니 원. 아, 방금 건 농담이에요? 화내지 말아요.
It's just a joke, alright? Don't be angry. Rin smiles at me with a triumphant expression on her face. I'm sick of responding to this teasing crowd. I stare at Rin with a downright angry expression on my face, but regardless of that, she continues to talk to me calm and relaxed.
준성 씨랑 헤어지고 나서 제 나름대로 조사를
After we
해봤어요.
parted ways, I went out and did my own research.
큰 그림만큼은 직접 발로 뛰어야
Such
그리기
big cases require
쉽거든요.
a hands-on approach.
그런 것까지 게을리할 만큼
Surprising, right?
저 그렇게 개념 없지 않아요?
You would probably have thought I'm too lazy and spoiled for that kind of work. You conducted an investigation all on your own?
네,
Yes, I
마을
met with
사람들을
some villagers and
가르쳐서
dug up some
정보 좀
information.
캐봤죠.
Why did it make that loud screeching, whatever? What she says makes my heart pound loudly.
The villagers, this girl, she met with the demon worshippers on her own in person? What the hell has she done? What kind of information?
어이쿠, 이제야 표정이 좀
Now that's an
볼만해지시네.
expression we're seeing on your face.
궁금하신가
Are you
봐요?
curious? Her making fun of me while giggling really makes me want to slap some sense into her.
The fuck was that noise? I'm with you, guy. What the fuck was... I get it. Big shocker, but what the fuck?
If Richard is actually human, she has stirred up a hornet's nest by approaching the villagers. Her inquiries will only rouse suspicion. So if the humans intend to keep an eye on her from now on, it's obvious I'll be the one who has to deal with the aftermath. The villagers, what exactly did you say to them?
그런 서민들에겐 강경한 태도가 잘 먹히죠.
A strong, direct attitude is the only way to get through a simple person like them.
매너 좋게 대해줘봤자 자기들의 처지도 모르고 기어오르거든요.
My heart right now with no facts, or I could be totally wrong. I feel like she's a human and I feel like she's an asshole. I could be wrong though. I have no proof. It's just no one could be that crazy, right? Right? Too soft an attitude. They'll never realize the severity of the
당신들이 뭘 하는지
I asked them
알고는
directly
있는지
if they were
책임자가
aware of what they were
누군지
doing and who's in charge.
이런 식으로 하면 당신들이
If
어떻게
they
될지는
realize what would
아는지에
happen
대해서
if they
따져
continue doing
물었죠.
things this way. And then?
말해줄 수 없대요. 자기들에게 허락된 일이 아니라나.
Couldn't tell you if I wanted to. They wouldn't spill the beans.
아무래도 책임자가 입을 단단히 봉해 둔 모양이죠.
Often charged to making sure everyone's mouth remains tightly sealed.
하긴 저런 시골 서민들이 보통
Usually
수다스러워야지.
these countryside folk are really
그
talkative.
책임자란
So the one in
사람이
charge of
그거
them is doing a
하나만큼은
really
정말
good job
잘한
to keep
거예요.
them on a leash.
Maybe so.
네?
Yes? I quickly shut my mouth. The thoughts inside my head are so absurd that they almost popped out of my mouth all on their own.
하지만 말이죠.
Aren't
뭐가
you able to
중요한
make
건지
any
정도는
sense of this?
이런 식으로 불법
What the
점거해봤자
hell do they
자기들에게
stand to
무슨
gain from
이득이
this illegal
있는데요?
occupation?
멍청한 놈들이 아무것도 모르고 저렇게 행동하면 정말 피곤해지는데. 레킹볼 맛을 한 번 더 봐야 정신
I'm
차리려나.
really sick and
진짜.
tired of having to deal with these brain-dead country bumpkins. It seems like bringing in the wrecking ball will be the swiftest way to get this over with. Ren sure likes to talk a lot when she's angry. She's quite annoying having to hear of her childish triad. But I stopped myself from saying anything, fearing they would only draw her monologue out even further.
하여간 상황이 이래요.
Anyways, that's the current situation.
그래서 말인데 준성 씨가 마을 사람들의 목적과 책임자를 조사해 주셨으면 해요.
So, given the circumstances, I'd like you to investigate the purpose of it all, as well as person in charge.
You want me to investigate?
직업이 PD라고 하셨죠? 서민들은 TV가 자기 편이라고
You're a
생각하거든요.
PD, aren't you? Those commoners still think television is on their side.
아마 할 말 못할 말 술술 불 거예요.
Me, I probably slip up and say something I really shouldn't say.
제 일에 협조를 해주신다고 하셨으니
Since you said you cooperate
그
with me, can you
정도는
do it?
해주시겠죠?
I think about it for a moment. In conclusion, Rinchai doesn't really know anything about this village. If I'm being misled by Rinchai, there's really nothing I can do until the 9th day, not without throwing a wrench into my plans. Is there some way for me to take the initiative here? I look at Ren. He's clearly a person that won't budge, whether faced with threats or talked to with reason. Okay, so my heart says be kind. Because, you know, being nice to someone will cause them to like you more, and I need people to like me so they will trust me when I leave. But I have a feeling if I click be kind, she's gonna respond condescendingly, and my character's gonna be mad in result, causing her to be mad in result, so it doesn't work out like that. Alternatively, if I scare her and she's pissed at me, then she's pissed at me, and blah blah blah, right? So I'm thinking scare her still. Because I think be kind is going to result in frustration for someone. Scare her? Okay. You know what? With that one reassurance, I will pick it. Hey Ren, that's it. It's worth trying. Do you know a show called Mystery Tracking?
미스테리 추적이요?
Can't say I have. I've actually never heard of it, which is only normal considering the fact I just made that name up. It's a pretty popular show on cable. They cover social issues, unsolved, terrible crimes, cults, and occult stuff unknown to the public. I happen to be the show's program director.
그래요?
Is that so? Rin's eyebrows move a little. It's hard to read what expression truly means, but she seemed disappointed. Most likely doesn't hold my job in high regard.
그런데 그 이야기를 갑자기 왜 하시는
By the
거죠?
way, why are you suddenly mentioning that out of nowhere? Actually, I didn't come here by accident. I'm here because I'm tracking a case.
뭐라고요?
I'm sorry, what? Did you know that serial killings have been happening around here recently?
당신
Are
지금
you? No, I'm not kidding. People are dead, murdered, and the way they were killed exactly resembles the one from the case I'm tracking. No clear signs of struggle or resistance on the body, as well as items seemingly religious nature. It is treated as a mass disappearance case, but in fact, it's highly likely we're dealing with religious serial killings. Maybe the villagers are involved in all of it.
멍청한
Why
프로그램
her eyes look
나온
like this?
발상이네요.
Isn't that kind of spooky?
What a silly sounding show.
세상 모든 게 전부 가식
Does
기사
everything
소재로
have to be turned
보이세요?
into trashy gossip these days? Whether you choose to believe me or not is solely up to you. I can only tell you that I've seen these things with my own eyes. Anyway, we're both of the opinion that this place requires further investigation. You should probably be careful in your approach.
조심스럽게?
More careful? Why? It's been a murder, really close by too. I saw the body with my own eyes. Being curious and wanting to run a place where the killer could be on the loose is highly dangerous.
전 남의 명령 듣는 거 싫어하는데요.
I hate listening to other people's orders. It's not an order, simply a warning.
그런 태도로 하는 경고를 제가 들을 거라 생각하세요?
Do you think I'll heed a warning presented in such a way? Why do you think I won't just do things my way? You're free to do so, Rin. All I'm saying is I personally wouldn't. Rin doesn't know what to say and just looks at me. Gotta say, I like the look. A nice change of pace considering her usual attitude. I can easily tell she's trying to hide the fear within her, but I'm pretty sure she'll be less active from here on out. I turn around to walk away from the lake. Look back and my eyes meet Rin's. Filled with anxiety, she stands there, can't stop staring at me. Alright, that's enough for now. I make my way to my next destination with hasty steps. I don't know if I like that, but I mean, she's gotta know. There's still some time left. Who should I visit? Is there trust in me higher? I don't know. It's hard to say. I think it's the same as Mina after 2 visits. She's snobby, arrogant, and frightened now. I don't know if I made the right choice. Okay, should I double down on Mina? Or should I visit Nari again? Or should I visit someone new? I don't think I should go. I think we abandon the Sumi and Hana train. Unless Sumi turns out to be the good person, which I feel very bad, but I'm currently thinking it's one of these 3. With no basis on the Sumi one, honestly speaking. I just want to avoid speaking with Sumi because they're apparently a monster of deception. And I am always worried about that. Terror. Anyways, I will pick Mina. No, I'll pick Nari again. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah, Nari. I should go see Nari. I arrive in the forest. The fog still hangs in the air, making it feel eerie and unpleasant. I can't understand why Nari chooses to come here regularly. Then again, it's not like there's any nicer alternatives around here. I walked through the woods for a while and managed to find Nari. I pass a couple of trees and see one that looks familiar. The roots are strangely twisted compared to the other trees, making it quite memorable. Nari sits on a rock next to the tree, writing something in her notebook. Her pen stops moving. Slow around and appears to be deep in thought. And continues writing. She looks so immersed in what she's doing that I don't want to disturb her. Instead, I just stand there and watch her. Though I'm doing my best to keep my distance, Nari spots me.
미안.
I'm sorry.
훔쳐보는 거 방해해서.
I didn't interfere with your secretive peeping. Good answer. Something to be sorry about. Hey, wait, no, it's not like that.
농담이야.
Relax, I'm joking. I already noticed this previously, but I still can't get used to her weird sense of humor. I sit down near, already nervously sweating again from her joke. I'm only going to say now, Nari's notebook is gone. She must have put it away during the confusion her joke caused.
우리 준성이 당황하니까 얼굴이
Face a little red.
새빨개지네.
Are you embarrassed? No, I'm not. It's my blood pressure or something. I'm honestly serious, but I have to chuckle. Nari and I both chuckle a little and look at each other.
간식 먹을래?
Would you like a snack? Oh yeah, that sounds good. What do you have? I kind of hope Nari is the human because of this dog cookie. It's the pure reason. Nari takes something from her bag and hands it to me. The snacks that Nari hands me are animal-shaped cookies. Take a bite of one of the cookies. It's actually quite delicious. It's perfectly blend of butter and sugar that melts in my mouth. It tastes a lot more luxurious than the sweets from convenience stores. These cookies are awesome. Oh, fucking. I feel like every choice I make is the wrong choice. Kind of want to concentrate. You guys agree with this choice? I'm going to concentrate. During this, let's just without saying anything. I do my best to savor the taste. I haven't had something like this in a long time. It really brightens my mood.
먹을만 해.
Like it? My mouth full of cookie chunks around its corners. I nod instead of answering.
잘 먹으니까 좋다.
It's important to enjoy the treats.
내 남동생도
Like my younger
그거 좋.
brother. Nari has a younger brother. I swallow another big bite, finally able to speak again. A younger brother, huh? I could have guessed that. You seem like an awesome big sister. Yeah. Now it suddenly turns quiet. The listener shift towards a much darker mood feels really bad. Maybe I should change the subject. Well,
준성이 넌 하는 일은 잘 돼가?
so how's your work doing?
살인 사건 취재할 거라며.
Talk about Carmen the murder case.
범인은
Did you find the killer
찾은
yet? Oh yeah, that one. When they go, that's the story I told Nari. For a moment, I'm confused at having to remember my own lie. Not yet. No
아직까진
progress so far. It's not that easy. The whole case itself is kind of unique.
일반적인 살인
You're saying
사건이
it's not a
아니란
normal murder
거네.
case? Well, I have to believe it's religiously motivated. You know, the type of crime only fanatics would commit.
뉴스 트레이스에서도 그런 거 몇
I've
번
seen stuff on
나왔지.
news trace a couple of times. Yes, exactly. Like that notorious case in Shinshon.
정말
Passion
천상
for journalism is really
언론인이네.
incredible. Yeah, well, as far back as I can remember, the shop's always been my dream.
고?
Your dream? Can I make it sound too cliche, maybe?
무슨 일이라도 있었던
Something
거야?
particular happened to spark that dream? What's all this about me? Well, I pause and think for a moment. I'm reluctant to share something so deeply personal with someone I've only met recently. For some reason I really want to tell her and confide in her. Yeah, why not? I guess you can say it like that. This and that, one thing led to another.
이런저런?
This and that. Back in elementary school was a classmate I was friends with who got bullied. I always felt like I had to protect him, but I was powerless and couldn't do anything. I think that one of the reasons why I didn't trust adults.
그래서
I wanted to be in a position where I could really help people who are having a hard time on their own. I want to be able to help others. What a childish, vague dream that is, huh? I've been committed to my dream ever since. And hey, look at me, come this far already. I get a little embarrassed and scratch my head. I didn't expect myself to tell the story to a stranger. Now she quietly stares at me. I wonder what the matter is. I sense a faint sadness behind her eyes. For a while, we don't say anything.
그래서 이번 사건에선 뭐
Did you
찾아낸
find
건
anything
있어?
out in regards to your case? A little, yeah, but all I can do is guess. I started talking about my investigation and what I've found so far, only to an appropriate degree, of course. For obvious reasons, I choose to leave out demons, monsters, and satanic rituals. Mary quietly listens to everything I say. Sometimes she asks for confirmation on something, but she never interrupts me. That way she carries herself automatically. It makes me more talkative than usual. I'm so engaged and immersed in this conversation that I barely knows I'm the one doing most of the talking. I look at Nari, who simply stopped talking at some point. Nari is asleep? I haven't noticed. I don't quite know how to react. Just moments ago she was talking to me, now she's asleep all of a sudden. Nari? Maybe she was tired and exhausted from the start? Maybe having told her about the murder case previously caused her to have trouble sleeping? I think she's an actual succubus. She seems very succubus-y. I fully agree with you. She doesn't seem bothered by it, I told her, but maybe it was an act. Being alone at night may have been too much for her. The feeling that talking about the murder case like that may have been a rash and reckless decision. I feel bad waking her up now. Instead, I sit and watch her peacefully sleep. This is kind of creepy. She was kind, beautiful face that looks young despite older than me, even without any makeup on. She's actually really cute despite being a mature woman already. Not only does she have a beautiful face, she has an equally attractive body. Forgive me. Catching myself staring, I am overcome with great deep shame and quickly avert my gaze. Staring at someone who's sleeping is despicable behavior. I look off into the distance. Nothing could ever make me like this fog-covered cold place. I do ever appreciate the peace and quiet prevalent in a winter forest like this. The only thing I hear is Nari's calm breathing. Sitting there, I start to think that all of this, everything I'm going through, feels like a strange dream. The only thing I hear is Nari's calm breathing. It makes me feel tired as well. I fend out the drowsiness by rubbing my half-closed eyes. Just being close to her puts me at ease and helps and rids me of all the tension and anxiety. Sitting here puts me at risk of falling asleep as well, so maybe I should go for a little walk? With the thought in my mind, I stand up. Time for a stroll. Much better. Walking around makes me feel awake again. Every sinus is really this contagious. Naturally, a little envious of her. I wish I could just shut out the cruel world around me and peacefully fall asleep on the spot. Anyways, I should probably head back to Nari now. Huh? I've recently hearing footsteps off in the distance. Someone's over there. Crap, they're coming right towards me. I run to a tall tree that's nearby and hide. The villagers walking this way stop and start talking about something. I can't hear them though well. I need to get closer, but they can't hear me as well. They can hear me as well. They don't seem to notice anything yet. I can try moving closer.
Oh shit, this is actually a huge decision. Part of me wants to... It's either move closer, I feel, or head straight to Nari. Because it kind of feels, you know, if fucking Nari could be in trouble if she's good. But if she's not good, then who fucking knows, right? I feel like left. You think hide further away? Because I'm between move closer and turn around. I can do hide further away though. Yeah, I'll click that. It's a little far, but there's a tree I could hide and eavesdrop. I moved slowly towards the tree with this house. Damn it. Though I was trying to guess, one of the branches on the ground loudly snaps in half. What was that? I hurry up and hide. They're already focusing on my direction and have turned. Heard that too, didn't you? Yeah, somewhere over there. Shh. Oh jeez, I'm screwed. At that moment, a squirrel nonchalantly jumps out of the tree to unintentionally save the day. That book scared the shit out of me. The squirrel quickly runs away, off into the depths of the forest. Caught me off guard. I thought it was a wild boar. Same here. I thought it might have been the same one that got one of us recently. I don't know if it's territorial like that though. I don't know. I always assumed this area was safe. Now the mineral spring nearby, that place is actually dangerous. That damn boar. It would make a fine sacrifice if we can catch it. Let's hurry up now. The two men walk away. That was close. I was just trying to get some fresh air and get a suspenseful adventure instead. I should really head back now. Back at the tree, Nari is still asleep. I just sit down next to her and just wait for a while. About 5 minutes pass. Long last, Nari opens her eyes. I look at her, acting like everything's perfectly fine. I assume she now realizes she's fallen asleep as her face suddenly becomes flush red. She looks embarrassed and even a little angry. A surprisingly intense emotion for someone like Nari. Is falling asleep really that big a deal for her? Oh my.
미안. 잠깐 잠들었네.
I'm sorry, I must have fallen asleep there for a second. Were you that tired? Huh? Yes, I couldn't sleep.
조금.
But yeah. Nari's response is a little jumbled. She must have been really exhausted to fall asleep like that. I stand up. Head back to the motel. Let me walk you there.
아니, 괜찮아.
Thank you, but it's fine. I can tell you must be really tired. Just get some good sleep in the motel.
그래.
Okay, you're right. The mood somehow changes. So we're walking a little ahead of Nari, and none of us say anything. All the way to the motel, Nari quietly accompanies me. We arrive in front of Nari's room. I stand back a little so that there's enough space for her to move past me, raising my arms in an exaggerated manner, guiding her through the door. It's not my usual style, but this time I just felt like doing it.
매너 좋네.
What a gentleman you are. Not according to my exes.
고마워. 바래다줘서.
Thank you for walking me here.
취재 조심해.
You be careful while working on your coverage. Of course, get some good sleep. After watching Nari enter her room, I stay outside in the hallway for a while to think about everything. I I'm quickly getting to know her better. The personal bond between us is growing stronger. If things keep moving at this pace, I shouldn't have any trouble convincing Nari to come to me once it's time to escape, provided she's human, of course. Strange sense of anxiety lingers in the back of my head, but maybe it's just because I'm not used to things actually going well around here. Okay, I definitely think she's a succubus. I'm satisfied with everything turned out with Nari today. Time to head back to my next destination. She's pretty sussy. Story time for lunch. The people in this village all go inside and stay there around this time. I don't really care about them. Let them mind their business. For me, this short space of time presents a chance, an opportunity. I have quite a bit of time today. Should I go exploring? 100%. I'm with the squad. She's like constantly flirting and charming, letting us do the talking. Yeah, I feel we've learned we've learned some stuff about her. We know she has a brother. I feel something bad must have happened to her, but she is pretty saucy. Okay, I'm gonna counterpoint you, Gaia, though. Animal crackers. Ew, animal cookies. Would a demon who wants to kill us make us animal cookies? Okay, so I'm between either Lake, Abandoned Warehouse North, or Abandoned School Classroom. The cookies are always seducing us. To be fair, if a girl gave me animal cookies, she's in. I'm dead. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I would die almost guaranteed. It would be a flirt. It would work. Anyways, do we think classroom of abandoned school or abandoned house north of the lake? Or abandoned warehouse, but I guess abandoned. It wasn't pretty good, actually. You're not wrong. Trust me, Gaia. 9 out of 10 chance you are not wrong. My money's kind of on the old, on the lake one, actually speaking. I'm thinking kind of lake, either abandoned warehouse or abandoned house north. Kind of abandoned house north. I kind of like this barrel, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty shitty reason, but that barrel is pretty nice. Waist dump, though. These are all pretty good looking. Maybe not abandoned house south. I don't really like that one, but okay. So, do you think lake or abandoned school? I'm thinking lake. Okay, so if someone convinced me abandoned house north, I'm gonna count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lake, I like water. Okay, we got abandoned house north. Let's go. I go to the abandoned house north of the lake. This barrel better be good. See the remnants of my house north of the lake. There are signs of people going out. See that nobody's been here for a long time until recently. What could they have left behind? I decided to investigate. Ooh, look at all this potential shit. Pick up the book. It's not a regular book, is it? It's a notebook. Quite a thick one, actually. Written music and prayer to scribble in it. Just as I'm about to set it aside, thinking there's nothing noteworthy, one particular page catches my attention. What's this? To the bishop's teachings to the congregate of believers. Seems to be interesting, potentially. I should keep it. Alright, should I look around? I walk up to the jar. I wonder if there's something here. I look at the jar and find something in the back. I extend my arm and reach for the object. Nearly there. Got it. I managed to pick up the item. It's a book giving me up a ominous vibe. Undead Survey Diaries Volume 2. There are writings of a novelist who conducted research regarding the undead. The villagers appear to have gathered info on the undead with the help of these diaries. I see. This helped me understand the identifying characteristics of the undead. Okay, this is important evidence. I'll put the book in my bag. Open the box carefully. It's littered with all sorts of junk. None of it seems to be helpful. Hold on a sec. Seems it's a book about succubi. Could be an interesting read for research purposes only. I don't know how much I can gather from it, but I'll take it with me. It's locked. It doesn't make any sense for an abandoned, desolate building to be locked so tightly. I pace around near the door for a while, then step back, look for something else, somewhere else. I look through the piles of paper scattered on the floor. It doesn't take long before I catch a thin magazine catches my eye. Another Maxim. Fuck Maxine, sorry. An occult magazine that easily understandable content. I don't know if it'll help, but I'll take it with me just in case. Several books are scattered in a disorienting fashion. I rummage through them. It's a compilation of a bunch of bizarre self-help texts. A book of emotional fanatic, it seems. Nothing here. Put everything back down and get off. Should I take a look around? Paper box kind of my attention. What do we have here? I look inside the paper box. Old mysterious book. Succubus. Ooh, 2 succubuses in one thing? Holy shit. It's the story of a nobleman who tried to summon a succubus. If the nobleman actually succeeded, the research may contain a vast amount of helpful information. I put the book in my bag. These helpings will help me greatly. Should I keep looking around? I looked around for some more, but I couldn't find anything else. What the fuck? There was something right here. It's all for now. Let me look in this fucking barrel. No! It took too long. I should head before the villagers find out. Fucking the barrel! The barrel! There's still some time left. Where should I look? I have 2 looks! Holy shit. Hold on, let me look at those fucking things. Can I look at okay, I can't look at them yet. Okay, so do we just do the abandoned school? Are we all on the same page for the abandoned school? Abandoned school classroom? Well, okay, so the lake gave me undead and 2 succubus. And Mari is at the lake, I guess. I think classroom's good. I like classroom. I'm gonna go classroom. Fuck you guys. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know where that came from. I love you guys greatly. I will go with my own decision. I go to the abandoned classroom. Cool. Think about what it looks like. Maybe the builders used the abandoned school as a storage of sorts. There are traces of people having been here recently. They might have left something behind. I mutter to myself and look around. Messy assortment of books. What could there be clues here possibly? Let's see. Go through the books. Fortunately, nothing of note can be found. I stand back, filled with a lingering sense of disappointment. Time to look somewhere else. Should I keep looking around? Book, guys. Someone trying to wrap me up? I look into it out of sheer curiosity. Several magazines. One of them in particular stands out. Monthly Satanism. A full-fledged occult magazine. Could it help me understand my current situation better? Hesitate for a moment, but ultimately squeeze the magazine into my bag. I look at the picture depicting the battlefield. A little weird for something so gruesome in a classroom. Things were different back when the school was open. I look at the picture for a moment and turn away. I see a bag. It still looks relatively new. Someone's been here recently. One of the bags I look and talk to myself. Go gives me Novelist 5. Undead Survey Volumes Volume 1. There's writings of a novelist who conducted research regarding the undead. The villagers appear to have gathered info on the undead to help with these diaries. I see. So let me understand the identifying characteristics of the undead. Okay, this is important evidence. I put the book in my bag. Should keep looking around. This is the class schedule. Something off about. This seems to be an elementary school, but isn't this a high school schedule? So what's that underneath the schedule? Mr. Kim, you keep forgetting the cabinet lock combination. It's 3572, old man. Combination, huh? How to put it to good use. I mutter to myself. Empty frame. Actually, something there. It's extremely faded already. I look around, but I can't figure out what it's supposed to be. I turn my head away. I see. I might have to come back here with that info at some point. I understand. An old bag. I open the bag carefully and find all kinds of trash inside. I don't give up that easily and keep looking. Is there something useful here? Oh. I find a magazine in pretty good condition among the trash. Monthly magazine. It's an occult magazine that I usually wouldn't give a second look. But because of my current situation, I'm quite curious. I flipped through the couple pages and put it in my bag. I'll read it later. Cabinet lock combination. Tear off the papers and quit. I never remember what was written anyways. Enough time wasted. I stand back up. Notebook. Might be important information. Let's see. Come through the notebook. And despite my expectations, everything here is useless. I guess I was wrong. Put the notebook down. I see the school playground through the window. Must have been a lively place back when the kids played here. I blankly stare at the window longer than turn away. Now's not the time for sentimental thoughts. I take a look at the blue book. What kind of book is this? Look through a couple of pages. The book itself is just a regular novel, but there's something in between its pages. What have we got here? A letter? A letter by one of the villagers. Maybe I can put something new from... I can learn something new from it. Take the letter and set the book down again. Should I keep looking around? See a large cabinet. I pull the cabinet's door. Whoa. The door doesn't budge one bit. What's up with that? I look around the cabinet. So a lock that's covered in a wooden plank. An old school combination. I open it to find out what's inside. What are the combinations? I look at the lock closely. 3, 5, 7, 2, was it? Oh yeah. Finally, it's successfully unlocked. I throw away the lock and open the box. Old mysterious books. Has succubus. Wow, I found a lot of fucking succubus shit. A story of an old nobleman who tried to summon a succubus. If this nobleman actually succeeded, the research could contain a vast amount of information. Put the book in my bag. Should I keep looking around? Look for some more, but couldn't find anything else. I was gonna look at this. Fuck. Well, whatever. Did I get 3 books though? I took too long. Did I get 3 books? I don't think I got 3 books. I look around for a while. I've gathered in place so far. 4 pieces. Fucking, I got 6 villager logs. Villager logs are way worse than the others. I should give a careful read. I only got 4 books. This is really fucking bad. Finish dinner. Let me look at these books. I'm very curious. People who die in trance after being manipulated and deceived. So, monster of deception, obviously. Page. Speaks all languages. Monster of fear. Speaks Samant. Don't we have something that's both fear and Samant? Is this not clearly undead? Right? Like, maybe we don't have enough here, but this looks pretty fucking clearly Samant. Okay, we're gonna stop hanging out with Ren. That's what I've learned right now. The location. I've learned so much about succubi. Speaks all languages. Reject. So this one cannot be. This is not the one I wanted. This one that rejects the Basha's way. Okay, so Rin is, in my opinion, confirmed bad. Sorry, Rin. I've learned nothing on Vampire. And, yeah, okay. I still think this is Fox Spirit, though. No, it can't because it's ancient language, right? Okay, anyways. Actually, let me look at one last thing. Village log. All those. Fuck! I'd rather pick up books. These are useless to me. Really tired. I've been in plenty of rough situations through my career as a PD, but nothing compares to what I'm going through right now. Wonder what my next step will be. Lost in thought, I stare into the empty space before me. I feel like a complete idiot. Right, my evening routine. I stand and wall muttering myself. My evening hours are reserved for casual meetups with the women around here. Oh boy. Still don't have a clue of who the real human is yet. What worries me the most is that, slowly but surely, I'm starting to get attached to them. Stay focused, Junsong. Stay focused. Only one of them is a real human. I need to make her trust me. On the last day, she'll need to blindly trust me during the most crucial moment of all. Alright, now who should I meet up with? I think we stopped meeting up with Red because I'm nearly positive she is the killer of the first thing, so she's evil. So I think we go Mina, because we don't know anything about vampires yet. So I still can have faith in Mina. I feel like so far there is seemingly no succubus, but obviously there's still 2 murders to go. But we have a lot about succubus, so and we're gonna Nari. Wow, Nari really fucking trusts me. Holy fucking shit. That was a good day. Okay, let's go Mina. Yeah, I should go see Mina. I make my way towards Mina's room. My steps feel heavier than they usually do for some reason. She's definitely hiding something from me. I may turn out to be something that's no big deal in the grand scheme of things. For example, maybe she's still valuable from the same home she ran away from. Maybe she got into a heated argument because her parents caught her doing drugs. Maybe she's a sleeper agent sent here to overthrow the government. Okay. I guess my imagination's a little out there, but my definition of no big deal is somewhat twisted. Still, all that sounds harmless when compared to the idea that a minion of the devil is disguised as a human actively trying to deceive me. The sheer ridiculousness made me chuckle while standing in front of Mina's door. I don't believe in aliens, ghosts, or any of this, but how the hell am I seriously considering this? Actually, let me quickly do something. Never mind. As may as well just been a silly dream. I reach out to Mina's door. Is that you, Mr. Program Director? Yes, it's me.
들어오세요.
Please come in. I see Mina carefully opening the door. I feel even more out of touch with the reality. A scared, vulnerable high school student stands in the doorway. I feel stupid about my previous thoughts. I look at Mina for a moment, then enter her room. The very second I'm inside, Mina firmly closes the door. She's still extremely vigilant and on high alert. It's understandable if what she told me last time is really true. It's a horrible experience for a young girl like her to go through. How are you holding up? Feeling any better?
Yes, a little.
She doesn't look like she's feeling any better at all. I try to lighten the mood a little. What's up? What do you usually do? I imagine it could be pretty boring all alone.
저 그냥
I just...
독서요.
That's right, I'm reading
읽어요.
a book. Reading... Okay, I see. I nod. Like I had already found out last time, Mina's a terrible liar. I don't know why she'd be lying about something as irrelevant as this. But I know for sure she hasn't been reading. Maybe she doesn't trust me yet, or some other reason. Pondering the possible reason, I decided to change the topic. But what is there that we can possibly talk about? I decided to look around her room. Her vampire fucking thing? I make out something beneath the blanket that catches my attention. A familiar silhouette. Shape of a coffin. No mistaking it, it's definitely a small coffin. Try to catch a glimpse of the cross engraved in it. Why is there such a thing? Why is there such a miniature coffin model in her room? Mina Han equal vampire. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those were his words. When creeped out, I slowly turned my head to... Why would you jump scare me like that? It's not even a thing. I didn't even get jump scared. You didn't hear me go gasp or anything like, well, I mean, character did, but... I barely contained a scream. What's this thing doing here?
보세요.
What are you looking at? Oh, me? Nothing. I was just impressed with how organized and clean your room is. I looked over my shoulder directly at the coffin. My gaze also shifts in this direction. The coffin silhouette sticks out like a sore thumb. Damn it. If you want to hide something, at least do it properly. Crap. No way. Doesn't mean Mina is. What is that? It's a lot of courage, but I managed to speak up and ask the $1,000,000 question.
잘 모르겠어요.
I don't know. Approaches as if admitting defeat. Mina approaches the blanket as if finally admitting defeat, takes the small coffin and returns it to me. Yep, actually a coffin, alright. That's a coffin, isn't it? Mina doesn't answer my question. Instead of answering me, she sets the coffin down on the floor. What? What is that? This is pretty rad, I'm not gonna lie.
이건 그러니까
Well, actually...
게임기예요.
What a bop. Neo CEO, I get this joke.
It's a gaming console. I barely register what Mina's saying, because her eyes are glued to the console, which was unarguably the strangest shape for console I've ever seen. The crazy upbeat music echoing Mina's room only makes it even harder for my brain to process. A gaming console?
네.
Yeah.
그 게임이 돌아가는
Basically nothing
기계라는
like games on
뜻인데
it. No. I'm not saying I don't know what that is. I raised my hand and stopped talking for a moment, still assessing the situation.
What a gamer. There's no way to say this. I saw a gaming console was scared to death by it. Really now? The conclusion was so utterly ridiculous I'm well lost for words. She's a gaming vampire. Maybe I was just too nervous from the get-go? I'm feeling more embarrassed by the second, awkwardly scratched the back of my head.
I look at Mina operating the console. She looks like a pretty old game. Enjoy? I probably won't be streaming too much longer, so if I don't see you again, Guy, I'll tell the folks I said hi and really enjoy. I don't have much time for it these days, but I've been a gamer for quite a while now. Considering the gorgeous graphics of today's games, this one must have come out at least a decade ago. Yeah, this sounds about right. It reminds me of the games I used to play at the arcade way back. That's amazing. I didn't know there was consoles with such a unique shape. I look at the console and accidentally brush against the joystick. Hear a familiar sound that sounds like a whip cracking. Handling the second seeing the game in front of me conjures up pleasant memories of my youth. After school, I would run to the arcade, burning through quarters like there's no tomorrow. When it comes to games, I played them all. My favorite always been one called Raccoon Warriors. I gotta think for a sec. There has to be a way to choose a hidden character in that game with raccoons. Up, down, down, left, right, left, right. And during the code, it feels like second nature to me. Of course, nothing happens. After this, it's a totally different game. I stare at the unchanged screen for a while, laughing wholeheartedly. It feels like a trip back to my childhood. Super Raccoon 2? Huh? That's the code to unlock the Golden Raccoon in Super Raccoon 2, isn't it? Huh? Was it the game actually called Super Raccoon 2? After a revelation, after nearly 20 years, everyone in my neighborhood simply called the Raccoon Warriors. This is... yeah, for sure. For sure, I agree with you.
네, 맞아요.
Yeah, that's right.
골든어글이 고르면
Golden Raccoon allows you to use all the other
기술 다
raccoon skills. Both turned upside down, so he's actually called Golden Raccoon and his canon? He wasn't simply called the Raccoon King back then? No way. How does this girl know this game? He's so old that even I have trouble remembering it. See about it, this new mystery that I have to solve. Mina approaches me with a small self with a big smile on her face. She looks like a grown-up because of her height, but the way her eyes shine with the innocent glow reminds me of those of a child on
이
Christmas Eve.
게임이 슈퍼너구리2와 같은 개발사에서 만든 거긴 해요.
Actually made by the same developer, Super
하지만
Raccoon 2.
커맨드를 그대로 살리진 않았어요. 애초에 히든 캐릭터도
The command
없고요.
doesn't work in this one. There's no unlockable hidden characters. Mina speaks at an incredible pace and smiles as she operates the console. I don't really know how to process all this. The side of her is the polar opposite of the fragile and shy previous one I've witnessed. Obviously, it's better for her to be happy than scared. It's a bit sudden, but I decided to simply sit back and listen carefully. Mina's finally opening up and sharing what's on her mind. I take the atmosphere in the room. She's a gamer! Oh no! Yeah, it's the Contra code. It's also very close to the Konami code, if I recall correctly. The game's running now. A small pixelated character wakes up in a cabin. The world around the character is covered in darkness. Petrified by what's going on, the character soon sets out on an adventure and, armed with a sword, his opening is really similar to the one of Super Raccoon 2.
오프닝이 슈퍼너구리2랑 비슷하죠?
It's really similar to the one in Super Raccoon 2, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, I gotta ask, how do you even know about that game? I remember playing like 20 years ago.
워낙 명작이라서
Maybe
모르는
I
게
didn't know
이상하죠. 횡스크롤에 격투 게임과 RPG를 접목시킨
Among the
독특한
first to combine
게임일걸요?
side-scrolling gameplay with RPG and fighting game mechanics. Oh, so the game's really that famous, huh?
개발사가 슈퍼너구리2 이후 장르 변경을 꾀했다가
After Super
전부
Raccoon 2,
호평받고
the
이
developer
작품에서
decided to
다시 고전
transition to
횡스크롤로
other
돌아갔거든요.
genres. But every release got mauled by critics. That's why I decided to go back to the roots with this one.
그래서 슈퍼너구리2의 자체 오마주가 많아요.
Well,
그래픽이나 음악도 일부
they considered
고전
Super
부분이나
Raccoon
만든
2 in
거죠.
many ways.
그래서
The game was
오해하는
deliberate and
사람들이
made it look like
많지만
a classic
그래도
feel. It may
게임은
look old, but it may look
감성
confusing. But the
자체는
concept really not that
올드하지만
old.
인터페이스의
The
구조가
style looks cool
세련됐잖아요.
and modernize the
고전
gameplay, you
팬들에게
see?
추억
It
발휘를
looks to the fans
어필하지
of the classics
않겠다는
and the
의지가
current
있는
generation
거죠.
that way. That was really fast.
정말 대단한 게임이지
Just
않아요?
to the sum? Oh, I hate her. That's very cute though, I'm not gonna lie. Well, yeah, that's totally, I agree. I don't myself unable to find a natural accent, I just keep nodding.
그뿐이 아니에요. 이
Not
게임
even
개발자가
everything. These
누구냐면요.
developers, they're just wow. I've never seen anyone get so hyped about something before. Either way, it's a great opportunity to learn more about her. What should I ask her? I feel like this is the one that she won't like, but it's good for info. I think she would like the middle one. I kind of want to go for the middle one because that's what I think she'd like, not what I'd like. You know what I'm saying? What a nerd. Oh my god. Huge nerd. Omega nerd. I kind of like her, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna go game story. I think I'm gonna make her happy. It's not always about me. Let's do it. Game looks unique. What's the story about?
스토리요?
Story. Well,
드라큘라 때문에 이
Who
세상이
was
밤으로
darkness because
뒤덮여요.
of Dracula?
그래서 태양을 찾으러
so he
가는
set out on a
내용이에요.
quest to find the sun. The sun?
태양을 찾으러 가면서
To get this through the
드라큘라의
light and
부하들을
defeat
물리치고
Dracula's
결국
minions.
드라큘라
In the
성까지
end, you arrive at
도착하는데
Dracula's castle and...
이
I'll say
이상은
no
안
more.
돼요.
That's enough already.
엔딩 스포일러가
I want to go
되거든요.
to spoiler territory. Mid-totes? Yeah, I'm with it. So you already played through it?
스토리가 복잡하다고 좋은 게임은
There's also
아니에요.
makes this game so awesome.
이건
You
직접
have to play it
해보셔야
yourself to
느끼는
understand.
아,
Why
직접
don't you try it out
해보실래요?
yourself?
여기 버튼을 누르면
Right
공격이고요.
there's your attack button.
이건
This one's for
아이템
opening
창.
inventory. Okay. You're trying to grab the couch. She just goes around and nearly hits me. This isn't infectious. It's not a little scary. Did she lose clothing in that scene, or did I make that up in my head? After a short explanation of the controls, I started playing the game under Mina's guidance. It's been ages since I've last done this. I glance over in Mina's direction while awkwardly twisting my fingers. She looks delighted and amused. It's the happiest I've seen her so far. Might as well enjoy the moment and make the best of it. Me and I sit there and enjoy some good old-fashioned gaming. I move around and maneuver the level while Mina is giving me advice on what to do from the side. Oh my, I completely lost track of time. Whatever this experience, so much time has passed without me realizing. It feels nice. It was great to escape the hardships of reality for once. I can't forget about every second is precious given my situation. She took off her jacket again? Okay, I wasn't sure if I just made it up in my head. I was like, wasn't she wearing something over that before? Or did my mind just reject it previously? You're leaving already?
아직 바람의
You didn't
부츠도
even get
못
the winged boots
구하셨는데.
yet. This sounds really disappointed. I could also sense some fear in her voice. My chest feels kicking, which makes me really hard for me to walk away. No, I died so much I couldn't even get to the first boss. Back then, I used to be one of the best players in the neighborhood at the arcade. Can you believe that?
바람의
Winged
부츠
boots
구하면
makes it a lot
진짜
more
재밌어.
fun. Okay, we'll get them together next time. Mia still looks utterly disappointed. I can't help but simply pat her head for getting out. Mina gets up as well, walks me to the door. She's almost as tall as me. It startles me for a second since her appearance otherwise is so childish. We've been staying down all this time. She really is pretty tall.
저
So
또
you'll be
오실
back?
거죠?
Absolutely. As soon as I find out anything, I'll come back right away. I don't think the villagers are going to try anything funny right now, so you can just try to get some rest. Alright?
네.
Alright. Feeling proud of her staying so courageous, I reach out for her head again. Bends her knees, intent on making it easier for me to pat her head. I can't help but laugh while petting her head. Now go get some rest. I gotta go now.
네.
Yeah.
몸 조심하세요.
Care out there. Will do, don't worry. Say goodbye to Mina and leave. Turn around and see Mina standing in the doorway, refusing to close the door until I'm completely out of sight. My hand to signal her back inside, but she's watching me until the last possible moment. She must be incredibly scared of being left alone. What a delicate girl. Nonetheless, I still don't know much about her. Staring at the actual reason for starting with the actual reason for being here. She seemed to trust me, yet she still won't tell me. I think some more about Mina for a moment, then head back to my next destination. I like Mina a lot. I hope she's not evil. It's not about what I hope, though, obviously. Having finished everything on my schedule, I'm back to my room. The sun's already setting. The fourth day is over. It's time for a nice shower and some good sleep today. I need to take care of everything physically and mentally to the best of my abilities. Think about everything as the hot water rushes down my skin. If I'm to leave this place as soon as the 9th day starts, then I only have 4 days left, actually. I think it's time to go through the evidence I've collected so far and find someone who sticks out. Which one of you is real? I stumbled myself into the shower. First thing in the shower, I wrap myself in my blanket. I need a break. I'm talking about body and mind. Close my eyes. I think about it more tomorrow. Right. I think I'm going to call it here. We have 4 days left. We have done 4 days. So I mean, not today. We did like 2 of them last time. But I think we can do the rest of the game next week. Because I feel like the beginning stuff was the intro stuff, which is why it took so long. I think we can beat the game next week. I don't want to jinx it, obviously, but I'm feeling pretty confident. So, current suspicions, I think Rin did case 1. We'll find out more in case 2. And by the way, thank you everyone, Vincent, everyone included, for staying with me so long. I think this is a fantastically interesting game. And I cannot wait to find out some more. So, thank you so much for staying with me. And I'll see you guys next time. I hope you've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it. And we'll see you soon. Till then, bye!